Hi, everyone. Welcome to Your Podcast Will Save This Relationship.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, he, him. And on today's podcast, we talked about...
Not today.
Through the span of 2 weeks, we talked about... I saw the TV glow.
Yeah.
And then we tried recording the second half a week ago, and then my mic decided to shit the bed.
So we
said I was so depressed by it. I was like, fuck this.
You know what? It's not happening.
But we also have Reddit stories that are fucking fresh. They're off the presses.
Fresh and hot.
But yeah, we do our normal shit.
They're fresh and hot.
Fresh and hot presses.
They're fresh and hot presses is what I said. They're good. They're good. All right. They're good stories.
They fuck.
They'll make you mad. Josh keeps saying that they fuck for some reason. They'll make you cry from anger.
Yeah, but all the times. If you enjoy the podcast, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts. We're APWSTR on TikTok, a podcast, save us on Instagram. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that goddamn bell.
I can talk during the rest of the show.
Guaranteed. Patreon, buy me a coffee, those websites, APWSTR if you want to support. Timestamps are down below. Enjoy the episode, and we'll see you there. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's get this thingy.
Let's get this thingy.
Let's get this thingy.
Fun fact, Sarah did not say anything for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah.
She just said that after I
just
said
was like...
And then when I started recording, you went...
Let's get this thingy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, how you doing?
I'm doing chill, man.
It's been good, man. It's been a good day. I'm happy.
You might be like, hey, Sarah, where's a newspaper segment, right?
Oh, you want to get that done over and done with real quick?
Let's fucking go. It's not fucking here. Fuck that shit.
Well, okay, because I think it was a pretty obvious last podcast that the newspaper segment was
it did get to us.
It triggered you and me, like, remembering
a close event, and
maybe flew a little too close to the sun on that one.
I will say it did reveal to me that I think, because I have been kicking myself for not doing Women's History Month, because that a similar thing kind of happened in Women's History Month where they like changed it to something else or something, or maybe they didn't, I don't know. But and by they I mean Donald Trump and his goons. But I wanted to do like a newspaper segment consistently for Women's History Month, and then I just didn't have the same energy to do it that I did for Black History Month. And I think I found out the reason, and I think it's because I am a woman and I am gay.
And you're reading things that are very specifically targeted to you.
When it's about me, it triggers me a lot. And like I cared. It doesn't mean that I cared any less about Black History Month. I did care.
Yeah.
I think it was just like triggering to see. Just like I know some people with Black history, they're like, well, I mean, I don't want to be triggered by my own. That's why we have the trigger warning of racism and, talks about slavery and historical events that did happen during the Black History Month episodes. Because there's some people that are like, I don't fucking feel like getting emotionally triggered by those events.
No,
because it's trauma, and it causes, it causes generational trauma and for people that have been affected. So I was like, no, I'm good. You know what? I'm good.
I get it. Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
You know what? I'm fine.
Yeah, and I will say with all the other horrible shit that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
because it's so weird because everything else is fine. In our life, perfectly fine. Normally, I'm going through it.
But right now, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
But the world is crumbling around us, which is fun.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of always is. It has been getting worse.
It has been getting worse. And you do need to remind yourself every day that this is not normal, despite how people want you to think this is normal, and it's not.
And to not worry about it. And don't question. Don't question.
No question. Go back to sleep, America. Go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
But no, like...
Yeah. And then I also forgot it was Father's Day this month.
So
And
you're doubly
My
like,
dad's dead also.
and also I'm gonna throw this under the bus too. You did start reading Firestarter for
Yeah,
the book club, and immediately like 20 pages in, you were like, no,
I can't do
and we're gonna
this.
talk about abusive parents.
Abusive parents.
Also.
And I didn't know he I guess spoilers for Firestarter, but he passes away, I assume,
Yeah, yes, yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
So that dad also. So it's just like, I don't know, can everybody just like back up?
Yeah, you need some time for yourself when it comes to
Back up.
horrible shit. I get it. Yeah.
Leave me alone. But no, Firestarter, someday I'll be able to read Firestarter.
I think so,
It'll be my
yeah.
white whale, I guess. Everyone gets one Stephen King book that they can't read,
Yeah.
and I guess that one's mine.
I was able to get through it, so we're my first Stephen King book.
What do you think? That was your
Good.
first one?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
Even though I haven't technically finished it yet, I do have 13 pages. But I get what happens next. I get.
Yeah.
But no, fucking yeah.
I've
I don't.
read other Stephen King books about child abuse, and for some reason, this one is just very like.
It like hit to the way that like you remember. Is it like you remember your abuse being kind of similar?
Yeah.
We don't need to go deep into this if it's gonna hurt you. I don't.
No,
wanna,
yeah, it will. So let's stop it now.
Let's just start poking the bear real quick and see what happens.
Sometimes I can be too open.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get
that
there, yeah.
I re-trigger myself,
No,
and
yeah.
I let myself be filleted, and I really shouldn't, because it makes me not capable of continuing to do things.
Like the rest of
Yeah,
the job. Yeah, I get what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah.
and I should. I mean, I think eventually I could, but I
Yeah.
should be in. I should go to therapy
First, yeah, I get
before
you.
I do it, and it's a lot right now.
Yeah.
So that's why no newspaper segment this week. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But also, if you're really mad about it, shut the fuck up. Like, what the hell? Yeah.
Sarah, if you're not filleting yourself for the world to see,
What
what is this
good am
content?
I?
Yeah, what's for that sweet content, baby?
Why am I even watching? Yeah. Anyway, I made you watch the. I saw the TV glow.
Yeah, because there need to be at least some
Somebody
pride
did
representation
something.
today. Yeah, someone had
Yeah.
to do something on the podcast today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you recommended. I think it's been recommended before.
Mhm.
I know you've been interested in this movie. I have been somewhat interested in this movie for purely selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Connor O'Malley was in it, and I thought it would be funny to see him in it.
Yeah.
No, it's a good movie. I'll start there, I guess. I will. What is it? It's a really good. From what I can tell, I think a lot of people. I'm gonna be deferring to a lot of what other people have said about this movie. I think.
Okay.
Because I do think a lot of people nail it on the head in the way they describe like the trans allegory that this
Mhm.
movie's about.
Yeah.
And I will say it is really okay. Let's joke for like 10 seconds before we get serious about this.
Yeah.
I think the main point of this movie as an artistic expression is to be an allegory for the trans experience, right?
Yes.
And to get that feeling from a trans director out for like the common folk to understand, right?
Well, and I think also from what I have seen of it, this understanding of from what I understand, maybe this is in the movie explicitly, but it's the like right place, wrong time, or like wrong place, right time, or something like that, or it's something where it's like you could still live.
Kind of.
Like it's not over.
Which I guess we can talk about because
Yeah.
the movie is...
It's never too late to be.
Well,
who
the
you
movie
are.
doesn't have a happy ending. Let's
No,
put
no,
it that
no,
way.
no.
Yeah, but
No.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's not like all. It's about the horror of like gender dysphoria and that kind of situation. Like the horror comes from that.
Yeah, and like the idea, and like specifically, like I think the director made a quote about like the loss of stability that comes with
Yeah.
potentially coming out, like not even like, or like coming out and then like the horror of what happens afterwards,
Right.
Which
yeah, like it's something that I think is not. I mean, it's criminal. It's not spoken about in the trans experience as often because a lot of what we talk about politically and socially is on the people that are not trans, like your parents accepting you.
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of the, like, if you are learning about the trans experience, there's a likelihood that you are trans because you are in those circles learning about something that's happening to you.
Yeah.
It's like a whisper network, which is why, like, it's so funny to me because when I see, like, trans women describe how they are online,
I'm
like, you're a woman. Like, this is the female experience. Like, this having a whisper network of situations and people constantly trying to tear you down. It's just this is happening to you more because you are more victimized because of your identity, which is so fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's like I relate so much more to a trans woman than I would to like a conservative woman that believes in Donald Trump.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I don't know.
So that's the serious what this movie was actually about. Conspiracy brain for just 1 second.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
The joking part, as I said a little bit ago.
Sorry, oops.
Lower on the priority list.
Yeah.
I think this movie's a psyop to get trans people into Smashing Pumpkins.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm assuming if you know, people that are at least somewhat charitable or trans people that are, or people that are, I'm assuming that this target audience of this movie, trans people or people that are charitable to trans people,
or people that maybe don't know that they're
or
trans
maybe don't
yet.
know. Just put all those 3 people in a big bubble and then put Smashing Pumpkins.
And it's the same.
It's the same thing. Yeah, people that should listen to Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I bring this up is because I at some point there's a character called Mr. Melancholy.
Let's go. And the infinite sadness.
And I put in parentheses in my notes and the infinite sadness as I wrote it down. But also, I would have just left it at that.
Yeah.
There's a cover of Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins by Snail Mail.
Oh,
and
hell
also Mr. Melancholy, the character, which is in the fake TV show, The Pink Opaque, I believe is the title of it, is a moon. And I don't know if you've seen...
Yeah, it's the cover.
Yeah. So I don't know. But also in the Tonight video, very specifically, it's the Jules Verne, like, man in the moon. And I think in a weird like domino effect Rube Goldberg machine, I think this eventually will make you what happened to me, find the snail mail cover of Tonight, and then remember, I mean, this one's good, but I think the Smashing Pumpkins ones was better. Then listen to that one and be like, and then just put it in your like songs as you're about to go take a shower. Like, that's about it. And I'm assuming if it happened to me, it happened to one other person.
It'll happen to you.
But that's the joking thing. Reason this movie was made is to get Connor O'Malley more roles and things, because I think he should be in more things.
Yeah.
ZA, get Fred Durst into more things because he's...
Really? Are you sure?
I'm not upset with any performance in this movie. Well, because Fred Durst plays the dad of the main guy. I'm trying to remember, like, fuck, I'm gonna get my notes. Hold on.
Okay.
I got him. Hold on. Okay, so there's 2 main characters. It's Owen and it's Maddie. For Maddie, I'm gonna use they, them pronouns because the actor that is Maddie originally was credited as like someone else's name.
Yeah.
But their new name is like Jack something.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, they go by they, them pronouns. So
okay,
I'm going to do that for both Maddie, even though I think Maddie is technically in the movie femme presenting / femme pronouns, like she, her.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of up for interpretation when she comes back and they come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Owen's dad is Fred Durst. I don't think he has a name. I think he might have a name in the movie. Doesn't matter. It's Fred Durst is the dad.
Is this, or is it a different movie where Fred Durst is like a dad in a car and turns up Limp Bizkit and is like, these guys rock?
No,
that's a different film.
No, that's the one he made. I think that's The Fanatic.
The Fanatic, yeah, which is horrible.
Which is a horrible don't watch movie.
Yeah,
but no, Fred Durst, he is in a car in this movie. Weird coincidence.
What's with him in cars?
He loves driving them. But like he's his Owen's dad, right?
Yeah.
And at some like in the beginning of the movie, like Owen's interested in the Pink Opaque show, right?
Mhm.
But he's not really outwardly about it because it's as Fred Durst says in the car, like when he's like, I want to watch the Pink Opaque, it's on late at night. And then the dad just like not even looking while he's driving is like, isn't that a girl show? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So which honestly, peak acting from Fred Durst, I presume.
Have you ever felt that? Have you ever wanted to watch something that was like girly and somebody was like, no, it's a girl show?
Probably I would give benefit of the doubt. Probably wasn't from my own family, thankfully.
Okay.
But I do think with like and I guess this is an interesting thing for me to talk about, like the idea of masculinity.
Yeah.
Especially since I feel like growing up, I was primarily in a house of like women, so I think I was more in touch with the feminine side.
Yeah.
Now that I'm out and about, there's a masculine energy that's slowly coming out.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Josh's streams, for some reason, hit me with a masculine energy that freak me out. Oh my
I
god!
kind of had the opposite experience of this movie, I think.
Right.
But no, so like, but I do get it because I do think there is a like. Maybe growing up pre-high school, I think there was certain like there was still like the subtype of like jocks or whatever, quote unquote.
Yeah.
That would be like only into like sports or whatever and like whatever other bullshit.
Yeah. And it was weird that you weren't into that.
Yeah, or at least not like fanatic about it.
Yeah, as
like,
much.
Yeah, and I think like having a connection to the arts growing up early kind of made me to the point where like I'm willing to bet like even in high school and up to like even like a couple years ago, I still probably had some weird notion of gender in media. Yeah. Even though as I've slowly gotten older, and I think I've said this within the past year on the show dozens of times.
Yeah.
I do think most media could be made for anyone if we just made good media.
Yeah. I don't think it has to be particularly gendered.
Yeah, and I think if we could just get past a lot of like, and then like when we talked with like Isaac about like the idea of like a kid show or like a family
quote,
show,
unquote,
yeah, you know, quote unquote.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel, I think, about when it comes to like gendered media, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I thankfully haven't had it, but it is relatable having someone be like, not fucking for you, you know, like just that kind of vibe at least.
Like kind of like an offhanded comment that might not mean a lot, but is like,
it means a lot to like whoever it's
kid.
Towards. Yeah, like yeah. So that's a relatable experience for sure. So,
Yeah.
but as a shitty kind of shitty dad, he nails it in the fucking performance there.
Who else but Fred Durst?
Yeah. But yeah, and I will say the rest of his acting kind of is him just being kind of like not really present dad.
Yeah.
Which I guess he also acts well because there's not that much you have to act with being
You're
being
just kind of away. Yeah. I get it.
Off-screen acting, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, the main plot, I guess, is that Owen is interested in the show.
Mm.
There's another person, Maddie, they're really into the show to the point where like the way the movie presents it and like the way that Maddie talks about it is like the show is more real than real life to them, and basically like wraps their life around this show to the point where like, and I think there's also like signs of like Maddie having an abusive dad as well, like very specifically because I think at some point like Maddie, because Owen goes over to like watch the show with them, and with Maddie, like Maddie's like, yeah, you can sleep over, just don't see my dad or he'll slap me, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like that abruptly, yeah. I will say like also Owen's lying to his mom about staying over at a different friend's house so he could go over to Maddie's house to watch the show with them, right?
Yeah.
And then that kind of slowly goes away apparently once they go to high school, because like when they meet, like Maddie's 9th grade, Owen's 7th grade.
Okay.
I think maybe 8th and 6th, something like that.
That's important too, because like you're looking up to somebody older. They're kind of like leading you through life.
Yeah.
You know, they're dealing with other things. I've had that experience. I had older friends for sure. All my friends always skewed older until like late middle school, and then I made friends around my age, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I think I grew up with a lot of like older siblings, so I skewed also like
Yeah.
older friends, quote unquote. Yeah.
I was more comfortable around older people, and I felt like, oh, nice. There, I get to see what's gonna happen
To me later.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So like in the beginning stages of their friendship, like they kind of bond over the show because Owen wants to watch the show, but it's part of it's like it's past his bedtime. Part of it is that it is a
Girly
show.
quote
Yeah.
unquote. Yeah.
But you know, he slowly gets into it, and like as they grow up, like even though they're kind of distant, like Maddie keeps taping it for him, like putting on VHS tapes it and like leaving notes of like, hey, I left this in the dark room at the school. Here you go. You can watch it. Yeah. And time slowly progresses, right? They're in high school. They don't really talk to each other, but Maddie's still taping it for Owen. I think they meet up at some point because Maddie also had a best friend earlier on in high school that also would watch the show with them. But the best friend eventually stopped hanging out because, and what is it? Maddie at the time is still like feminine presenting, so I would say like she's lesbian and like had a crush on.
I see.
Maybe had a crush because like at some point, like there's a really good moment where like Owen's like, can I still come over and watch the show with you now that your friend's not showing up?
Yeah.
Like, and like Maddie's like, you know, I like girls, right?
Oh, okay.
And Owen's like, no, it's okay.
I just want to watch TV.
Well, literally, no. Like what he
Like,
says, Maddie asks, like, what do you think about, like, what do you like?
Yeah.
And then Owen's like, I don't like boys or girls. I just like TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
okay.
kind of the vibe. That,
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, because Maddie's also, I guess, kind of mad / jealous because not jealous in the fact that like they lost a friend, but like the way that the best friend stopped being a friend was that they wanted to like join the cheer squad and be more of a traditional
like
feminine
presenting.
person. Yeah. So that's where the resentment is, and then they eventually like start like hanging out again overnight at their house.
Yeah.
And at some point, Maddie's like, they're watching an episode, and like Maddie starts crying, and Maddie's like, I'm gonna run away. Do you want to join me? You know?
Yeah.
And Owen pretty much is like not really for it immediately, and also like backs out of it last second.
Yeah.
And is like, and basically like admits to like what is it? The friend of the person that he's pretending to go to the house of, like the original like male friend that he's been lying about going to.
Yeah.
Is just like crying at the door, being like, "Can you please tell my mom that I've been lying? Just tell the truth. I don't want to leave."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the next like week, a bunch of things happen. Maddie leaves and disappears, not to be seen again.
Right.
Leaving the TV on fire in the backyard.
Oh shit.
And also, the Pink Opaque is canceled after 5 seasons.
Oh.
So it's been running for 5 seasons up until this point.
Yeah.
And Owen kind of goes to like a more mundane life.
Yeah.
Mom dies. So also,
oh my God,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Also, his mom was a what's it called? Like more supportive.
Yeah.
Even though more like still not understanding of like what Owen's going through or like they're feeling.
Yeah.
Like so gone, and then it's just Fred Durst. Which
God
honestly,
damn it.
I'd also be kind of upset
I
a
know,
little bit.
me too. What the fuck?
Which listen, Fred
Limp
Durst,
Bizkit.
relatively okay actor. Limp Bizkit we can put aside for 10 seconds. But you know, sometimes I do think Rollin' sometimes is kind of a good song, but also it's Rollin' by fucking Limp Bizkit.
Roll it. Yeah.
And I think it's because I do think of the fact that Ben Stiller's in the fucking music video for no reason.
Crazy times.
Crazy times. The 90s. I will say also, okay, not story. Well, fuck the story for a minute.
Okay.
Style. Let's talk about the style of this movie because the style is awesome.
Yeah.
And I think more movies should have it.
Yeah.
It's like you know, bisexual lighting where it's the I will say this movie heavily goes towards more like purple neon when it has like more of the colorful pink purple as opposed to like the blues. I think there's still plenty of like blue greens kind of like pop out colors, but like there's a lot of those stylized elements when the movie's being the movies like in their different scenes, and there's a lot of like more fantastical like realer than life things that are about to happen, including like the fire of the TV like just the camera zooming in on it as like the oranges and the fucking flames engulf the TV, right?
Well, I mean, you know, we were talking a bit before how you were saying that the early parachute scene has like not yellow, purple in it.
Yeah.
And I was telling you about the non-binary flag is purple in it, which you didn't know.
Yeah.
But the lesbian flag is like a lesbian sunset flag, which has like orange and pinks and yellows and things.
That makes sense because early on, and it's like I forgot about bringing this up here because it's not like.
Oh, sorry. By the way, the person that made the original lesbian flag is poor because. The person that made it, their design has been stolen by all these big box stores and everything, printing it on everything. So please, I'll put her I don't know her pronouns
like
now.
Yeah,
I'll put their like there's like a donation or something.
Okay, yeah.
It's a big if you're in the know.
If you're in the know, I did not know that.
Yeah. So if you've ever used it and you want to give support to them, then go do it.
Yeah. I will say the parachute scene that you bring up, because early on, like when we see Owen, he's like again a 7th grader, so he's like really young compared to like I believe the actor Justice Smith is his name, and he really does he knocks it out of the fucking park too.
Yeah,
but like the child actor, like he like there's a scene like in the gymnasium of wherever they are where like he's walking underneath the parachute, where like if you remember if you were a kid that had this, where like there would be like the everyone would go up and you like parachute you have to run through it. He's not running through it. He's like just kind of under it while like a bunch of air's already like going through it.
Right.
Because also Maddie at the time like kind of talks about how because the first time they meet it's election day. So like I think Owen's mom is like running the elections. So that's why he's there and he's not really fucking with anyone because it's election day and it's boring as shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, but Maddie brings up a point of like Maddie likes it when the school goes through like these changes, like how when they bring in the inflatable dome for like the what is it, the star patterns,
I know what you mean,
the like seeing the sky for all the constellations, that's what it is. Like Maddie enjoys it because the school changes for it seems like a different place,
right?
People who don't think this is an allegory,
so great. It's so like obviously
it's like, and like not even like in a bad way. Am I saying it's so obvious? But it's like
it's so frustrating sometimes because you see something and like especially with media where maybe they weren't really allowed to be very openly like these characters are gay. The way that people will go to bat for like you're kind of seeing it right now with like Deltarune. Deltarune came out and the main character, it's like important to the theming of Deltarune that the main character Chris is they them, but also that you are not Chris, even though Chris is your player character, quote unquote. Like you are manipulating Chris. However, Chris is their own character. Multiple people call Chris they them. And also they're like, well, if they are just fully rejecting a main part of the story, which is that you are not Chris. You are the heart, the soul of Chris.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I really want to play it too.
No, I get you. Yeah.
There's like an entire point where Chris is like upset at the heart, like the soul part of if you've ever seen Undertale, which is like the little, when you're in like a battle.
Yeah,
you are moving your little heart around, and it's the soul, and your soul is filled with determination. That thing. Fucking people are like, well, if that's you, then you're Chris. So therefore, I'm a man, and I have he/him pronouns. So Chris is he/him. And the campaign for this has been fucking insane. And there's so many screenshots, and it's like it's a meme now that Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale and Deltarune, is like, I'm done being subtle. I'm done being subtle with my art. But it's fucked up because you should be allowed as an artist
already like to be either subtle, like to like I get what you mean.
Which is why it pisses me off. If you want to make a trans allegory or a queer allegory or something related to queerness, and people are just dedicated to making this a cis straight, something that fits in their life so that they can connect with it.
Honestly, this movie's just about like hating your job.
Well, kind of like with Chapel Roan when
oh yeah,
Good Luck Babe came out, you know?
yeah.
Or that there were a
No, I
lot of
get
like
that.
Chapel Roan songs where in it she had to be like, I am going to eat pussy. Like,
yeah,
and not even eat pussy. I'm going to have sex with a woman somehow.
yeah.
I will have sex with a woman, or I will fall in love and be in a relationship with a woman. Because once again, I mean, you don't have to be a woman. You don't have to have a pussy to be a woman, you know.
No, yeah,
But
yeah.
like, she was like, you know, her songs were like, this is a song for lesbians,
yes. No, I can understand that.
people that are same sex attracted to women,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah.
all right, that's it. That's it.
And this is where I wish we lived in a bigger brained society, because
Yeah.
I think it's one thing to be like, yeah, I know this song is about very specifically the yearning of a sapphic lesbian.
Yeah,
I do think you can find similarities
Yes.
if you're a cis white guy or
You
whatever.
You
yeah,
can still like the song. I'm not even
and
saying
relate
like,
to it to
you
some
can't
extent.
like the song.
Just don't straight wash it. Don't
Yes.
don't yeah like
don't just be like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this is the song for me
no yeah
and
this
my
is-
thing. It isn't for you, but you can like it.
yeah you
for
can
sure.
like it and relate to it.
Yeah.
No, I get
I don't know why that's
we have to be fighting over
At all
claiming
about it.
yeah.
That's just what it is. It is
Yeah.
what it is, man. And
No, I feel that.
It's especially frustrating because of the amount of straight things. Like, good luck, man. I don't
Good
know.
luck,
Like,
man, yeah.
now you know how queer people have felt this entire time. They've had to make shit up for it to be queer this
Yeah.
whole time, you know?
I feel that, yeah.
And they've had people play in their goddamn face about it. Like, you know, the Spock, Leonard Nimoy and Spock and Kirk, Captain
Oh,
Kirk. So,
yeah.
you know, the Spock Kirk is shit where it's like you're queer women or you're gay and you just want gay representation on media, and this is the most forward thinking show at your time, and they're straight up queer baiting you. Like, they are straight up they're getting close in each other's face. And like, you can argue all these different things of like, well, actually they're not gay because of this. Motherfucker, they knew what they were fucking doing.
Just let them.
They knew that if there were more gay moments between Kirk and Spock, more people would show up on the
Yeah.
Nielsen ratings of
Yes,
Star Trek.
yeah.
And that shit started fan
Amazingly,
fiction, bro.
you might be surprised to hear this. Queer people also have money and eyeballs and attention that you can exploit.
Believe it or not, and they will. They will exploit
They will,
queer people.
yeah.
And it's so fucked up now that it's I don't know. It's still happening with media that is allowed to be obvious about it,
Yeah.
but also with media that is like, this is an art form. I'm going to be as subtle or as obvious about it as I
Yeah, because
want.
you can be whichever one you want to be. I'm not going to complain
Whatever
either way. Yeah.
serves the art the most.
Yeah.
You know?
I will say this movie is subtle in the fact that it's never like the word trans is like
Never shows up.
or like if it's like trans, it's like in like transition, but in a different context, or like
Yeah.
it's like in the start of a word, but it's not talking. It doesn't say like trans woman, trans man, you
Yeah.
know, trans non-binary. You
Yeah.
know, it doesn't say any of that. It's very obvious, but it is
Yeah.
obvious to people who've read a book at some point.
Or like,
you know what I mean?
literally anybody.
Yeah,
that
that's
is even kind of
A
smart
little
about
bit,
these things.
Yeah. Just surprisingly, even I know it. You know, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the what is it? The changing of the school because it's the Constellation Dome, right?
Yeah.
That's brought up, and it's also important that I bring this up now because it's brought up later
Mhm.
when what is it? Maddie returns eventually after I think like 8 years or something like that. Like for 8 years, they're missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also want to talk about the pink opaque real quick because the pink opaque, I'm gonna say, is more akin to a serialized Goosebumps kind of,
Oh, okay.
where it's about two women, I believe, I'm gonna say it's two girls that meet at a summer camp in the first episode, and then they form a connection with each other, and they draw like the little like a ghost symbol on the back of their necks, I believe.
Oh wow.
But they never like see each other in person after this point, like because they live in separate areas, but they telepathically or like some sort of like mind shit they communicate with each other,
right?
And they fight the enemy Mr. Melancholy, which is the moon,
right,
/ the night, but like in like there's a monster of the week that's like a Mr. Melancholy goon,
right?
Yeah, and that's basically the plot of the show. We don't know what the last episode is before it gets canceled, but we do start seeing a couple things here and there in those 8 years. Like I think at some point Owen's driving home and like in front, like there's a downed power cable in front of him. Which don't do this at home. This next thing's about to happen. He gets out of the car.
No. Don't do that. That's so dangerous. That's
the
so
most
freaking
dangerous thing that you could ever do.
Every time there's a hurricane, somebody starts going out and playing in the water and they fucking die because they step in some water that has a downed power cable in it.
Yeah, even if you're on dry ground, the electricity is strong enough that it will transfer through the ground. And like if you step up, because there's a way to get out of it if you're in it, apparently, and this could be wrong, so I'll double check, and if it's not right, I'll cut it out.
Don't take our
But
advice.
what happens is if there's like a down power cable near you and it happens while you're standing, what you're supposed to do is very slowly like shuffle without really taking all your weight off the ground.
Oh, wow.
So you still maintain contact with the ground, but you try to get as far away as possible. Because apparently it's when you do the stepping, that's when you get the shock.
Oh, interesting.
Is what I've heard. And also if you're in your car and a power cable's on your car, don't leave it. Don't just stay seated and wait so they can turn it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't do this. But he gets out of the car.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's kind of like I'm gonna say similarly to either like a Back to the Future when like they go through the portal or when the Terminator shows up. There's like the lightning and like the wind is blowing around it. And there's like a TV guide for season 6, episode 1 of The Pink Opaque. So it's like a continuation of like, but it never aired because it got canceled.
Right.
So there's like these couple weird things here and there, and he starts living a mundane life. His mom has died from, I think, cancer is what it was. I guess it doesn't matter too much, I guess, but like dies and only lives with his dad, and starts working at like a movie theater. And this is where we can talk about Connor O'Malley, the best part of the movie.
The scene, yeah. Because I've seen the scene, and you
have not seen this scene.
Never mind.
So, okay, Connor O'Malley.
Fuck what I said.
No,
Fuck me.
the scene that you're talking about is like right at the end of the movie.
Oh, wow.
That's like right at the end. And that's honestly, it's such a good climactic moment. Like, it's just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
But okay, Connor O'Malley. Okay, background on Connor O'Malley real quick.
Yeah.
If you've never seen any of his stand-up, he is the most jokingly masculine guy you've ever seen in your life.
He's so if you've been on Vine and you remember
I have the power of God,
and it's a gun and he's on a lawnmower. That's
which
Connor O'Malley
is the most masculine Vine I think has ever been made. Now that I think about it.
Connor O'Malley's crazy.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, he's a what is it? He did a special last year. I think we've talked about it a little bit. The stand-up solutions.
Yeah,
where he's talking about making an AI comedy robot.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's a joke.
It is a joke, obviously.
When it dropped, it was at an appropriate time.
Yeah,
I feel like if you said like I'm gonna make a completely comedy-based robot right now, people would be like, fuck you.
No, yeah, this is very obvious.
Yeah.
Like this was in a better time. Yeah,
yeah. If you've seen also the meme on TikTok where it's like, did you know that in China that these are the borders, and if you in India these are the borders, and if
that's where that
isn't that great? Isn't that good? Isn't that amazing that the internet can just lie to people?
Well, it's like a group of 30 people in Silicon Valley made a geopolitical decision that affected billions of people. Yes.
Which
also
like
that's also why I'm talking about the masculinity too, because like he's wearing the standard like polo khaki shorts or cargo khaki shorts with like huge fucking muscles, like and like you see the veins in his neck.
Yeah, he's very much like that.
Yeah,
like I feel like he's consistently in media portraying of extremely masculinity to the extreme.
Yes,
without glorifying it like as a clown kind of
yeah,
thing.
and in this movie, that's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Because he's a lot more toned down. It's not like how he's like,
Right.
yeah.
He's in a film. He's not doing a comedy. Like in what the fuck is it? Joe Pera Talks with You.
Yeah, where he's more like
He's on an all meat diet, and his wife is gonna divorce him because he won't stop eating an entire chicken every day.
And there's also the time where Joe Pera wants to have breakfast with you, I think, or something like that. And like he's at the diner and he's like, well, we're trying to get the perfect sandwich bite. And that's like the one thing that you see him like actually be like excited about something.
Yeah.
And then he bites into it and he's just like, damn it.
Fuck. It's just
messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is that masculine guy. And I do think it's important that I bring all that up because if you don't think I wasn't pissing myself laughing when he showed up, you're wrong. So he's at some point Owen's working at a movie theater. Connor O'Malley's his boss, and he's like calling someone to like get a key to something, and he unlocks the manager's office.
Yeah.
And Connor O'Malley's in there getting blown by some like lady. Or fucking one of the two. I don't remember exactly, but he I'm gonna try and recreate the noises he made.
You don't have to.
No, because he's not like that's not like sexual. It's
they
like
can't be important.
But it's funny to me. It's a funny thing where
Okay,
it's like it's like, hey Owen, hey, like he's like,
God, what?
Yeah, it's like, didn't see you there, buddy. Like like as he's putting his pants up, yeah. And then later on, they're all just like having lunch in like an underground part of the movie theater, I guess, like some random spot. And like it's Connor O'Malley, a guy, and then Owen like sitting far away from them, but like on the ground. But Connor O'Malley's like pushing him about the fact that like he walked in on him fucking. But it's a good because like Connor O'Malley's like, yeah, you could also get that if you really wanted to. I can make you good friends with whatever her name was, because I think she was I can put in a good word for you. I think is maybe the line, which is I'm gonna be honest. I know I can name like 20 people I've met in my life that are exactly like this. And I do think it's important that like you have this really hyper masculine like fucking guy pushing this obviously uncomfortable guy, like
young person.
Yeah. Trying to like be,
to be this like, and I one thing I will say, I do appreciate that the movie is taking a hyper realistic, like these kind of gendered ways that we socially check people. Yeah, I will say I have noticed with because we're in creative fields. I know a lot of men that are in creative fields where people around them are like, "What's up with you?
Yeah,
why aren't you lifting rocks or something?"
Basically.
And it's a strange thing because I've only ever really thought about myself selfishly when I was a child, people being like, why don't you have a crush on a boy? Why aren't you interested in the makeups?
Yeah,
what's going on with you? Like even friends that I would call quote unquote woke. And are very with it nowadays. Growing up, we're very like, just are you trans? Or like, do you think you're a boy? Or
so like, what's going on with you?
Because you're so masculine comparatively to all these other girls. And now I'm like, I don't think I think if I have a different opinion about gender now, I think it is more tied to autism than anything, or neurodivergence. Yeah. But I am pretty comfortable being a woman. I don't feel like I am missing out.
No, I feel that. Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
But I guess like it's kind of like the I think you said it earlier, like wrong place or right place, wrong time. But honestly, it's kind of wrong place, wrong time altogether, because everyone around Owen is kind of like
just not right.
Yeah, exactly. Because also I do want to point out that when this is all happening, it's like the late 80s, early 90s, because I think it's like the 1990 election, perhaps, like maybe.
Oh, okay.
Like it's either the Reagan one or the Clinton one of the two, or the Bush one, I guess. But yeah, fucking what is it? So yeah, the first Bush, by the way.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. It took me a little bit to see like how people socially check young boys, because my brothers were very like, they were very masculine in that they liked beer, they liked cod, they liked, they were regular dudes, they weren't like hyper masculine, like we're gonna go to the gym.
No, yeah.
They were nerds, but they were still like they found their niche of masculinity and they were fully accepted with that. You know?
But like, and with this, like, it's like the way that's also framed is like Owen is very obviously othered, like, because it's Connor O'Malley and the other guy like sitting higher than him, like in actual chairs, where Owen is like on the other side of the wall, sitting on the ground, eating like a packaged lunch or something.
Yeah.
While Connor O'Malley is like trying to be like, yeah, I can put in a good word, you know, like trying to do the social check.
Have sex with women.
Yeah, basically.
That's something that is
just straight up bullying him. Yeah,
because you are what we perceive as a man.
Exactly. Yeah. And I will say there, I said earlier, and this is kind of wrong now that I think about it. The idea, the word like I don't think the words trans man, trans woman, trans non-binary ever said. There is a point where Owen, in a kind of dreamlike sequence, and you can't. I want to say it's more likely an actual memory as opposed to like a thought that was like maybe could have been a memory of something else.
Yeah.
But like there's a point where Owen like comes out of a closet wearing a dress, and Owen and Maddie go to like a football field. But it's kind of left up to interpretation, I would say, about whether or not that actually happened in real time, because a lot of what's about to happen is more like what's actually happening,
what's real and what's not.
Because, and I guess that kind of works with like what is the trans allegory, you know, that is like what's real about me, what's like,
which I kind of like, because it's like the movie's testing you on your knowledge.
Yes, yeah.
And your understanding of the film, which is great. And I think a lot of people have failed.
No, this is about how this is a movie
don't
just about
work at a movie theater.
Don't work at a movie theater
because
Connor O'Malley will be getting head. So fucking do you want to log in on that, kids at home? Like, no. So eventually Maddie shows up again, like, and Owen at first doesn't recognize them, but like is only like, Maddie, is that you? And Maddie is definitely more, as opposed to like alt feminine that they were in the beginning, like as a teenager. They're definitely more like what's it called?
Like traditionally feminine?
No, they're more like I'm gonna say masculine in the sense of like they have like a shorter haircut. They what is it, like white button up, I think is what they're wearing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they're a little bit more masculine, I would say.
Oh wow.
But that might be a more subjective take, but that's kind of how it came across to me. Okay. But I also do think that might be possible with the fact that that actor did come out as non-binary after the fact. Yeah. So that might be a thing that's clouding the, like, you know, I'm putting things that were there before that aren't necessarily were intended, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they come back, they meet at a bar because very specifically Maddie's like, we need to talk somewhere where it's safe. So they go to a like I'm gonna say more than likely some sort of queer bar is what it is, because and the only real thing I have going for it is that it's primarily, I think there's more women than men at the bar, for example, or like well, actually what it is that Phoebe Bridgers is at the bar playing.
Oh, okay, well,
so it probably is, and she's performing with another band. I can't remember the band off the top of my head, but they're singing a song, and also the song has the line, I saw the TV glow, so it's like it's made for the movie. Yeah. So Maddie basically explains that after they went missing, quote unquote, they kind of hopped around different towns with different names and slowly felt the passage of time, basically, and was like, I can't do this anymore. So they paid someone to bury them alive, which the person that, like, what is it? They make a point of like, I don't think the guy knew that he was burying me alive, but also I don't think it would have made a difference. I think he would have done it anyway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And what happens is Maddie, buried alive, wakes up in the pink opaque after the series finale happens, and slowly realizes that they're the person in the show. They're one of the people, and that Owen is the other person. Oh. And right now they're both Owen's in the show, in the finale, which we'll get to in a second, is buried alive in the show. So Owen needs to now be buried alive in real life to wake up in the show with Maddie, who's the other person in the show.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah. And Owen is like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is crazy.
Yeah.
And what is it? what the fuck am I thinking? Which I think it's kind of spread across 2 different scenes where all this information's being told.
Yeah.
Like the waking up, like they're that's what it is. So Maddie says that they woke up in the show. Owen's like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then Maddie's like, go rewatch the last episode of the show.
Yeah.
And this is kind of where the shit starts really kind of going back and forth of like what's real, what's fake.
Yeah.
Which I will say, it's really funny that there's a kind of a payoff to the setup for a joke. But what happens is that Owen rewatches like a VHS tape of the final episode. And in the final episode, one of them gets caught and like calls for help from the other person. So they're finally trying to like reunite at the camp.
Yeah.
What happens is the person that shows up is caught by Mr. Melancholy, and Mr. Melancholy fakes being that person to lure the other one to trap them as well.
Oh.
And the first person is buried alive with their heart cut out, still beating in like a fridge, like the camp fridge or whatever.
Holy shit.
And basically gets captured and they drink like lunar juice, I think is what it is.
Okay.
And that was what they suffocate on that before being buried alive, and both of their hearts are cut out and put inside the freezer. And that's the end of the show. So then Maddie woke up after that happened, got unburied alive, found the hearts, but can't find the other person in the show.
Oh, fucking
so
shit.
then reburied themselves, I believe, and then came back here to get Owen because they think Owen's the other person. Because they need to get Owen out before they suffocate. Both of them suffocate.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah. And the thing that kind of makes it seem like maybe it's possible that this is true is that at some point, Mr. Melancholy holds like a snow globe. And in the show, because the movie tries to differentiate between show and real life. Like real life is all like the full movie's like in 16:9. But when it's in the show, it's at the like 4:3 that like... shows of that era had.
Yeah.
But in the show, Mr. Melancholy has the snow globe.
Yeah.
And like in the snow globe is the memories of Owen.
Oh my god.
Who had like inside the parachute, inside the like talking with Maddie like as a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know what happens to the snow globe, but eventually when the episode ends, Owen puts their head into the TV like through the CRTV monitor. And Fred Durst has to come in and like save.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like they like go. What is it? Fred Durst takes him and Owen's dad. That's his name. Owen's dad.
Okay, Owen's dad, not Fred Durst.
Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit fame shows up at the house randomly. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Now, so Owen's dad, takes him out of the TV and like takes him to the shower to like clean him off of like all the debris and shit.
Yeah.
And like Owen, I think, is screaming either that he's suffocating or that this isn't real and you're not real to the dad, I think. Which I think that's more likely what it is. And then they go back and like Maddie talks about the fact that they're both buried alive.
Yeah.
And Owen then follows Maddie to like the football field because Maddie's like, I've already got the shit dug up. I'll bury you alive right now. Well, let's fucking go.
Hop in. Yeah.
And Owen does follow up until they get to the... I will say this is I do think this is a well shot, like, because they walk on like the school football field, and it's like right at the 50-yard line. Like Owen stops, and like they're right in the middle, right before they start going into the place. Yeah, and Maddie turns around, and's like, come on, let's yeah. And I think Owen tries running away, but I think it's like Maddie tries like grabbing onto Owen to bring him, and then Owen's like no, and just like runs away afterwards and never sees Maddie again. Yeah. But for the rest of the movie, he's like constantly haunted by this experience.
Jeez. I'm getting misty-eyed, man.
Yeah, so this is where it gets sad. This is where it gets really sad. This is definitely more psychological horror than it is like gory, the guy who made Terrifier saying that horror doesn't have to be about anything.
Yeah, fucking shit. Idiot.
Yeah. But basically, time passes and the years, Owen describes as the years keep going and like, it's like they never stop coming. But
and they don't stop coming.
Yeah, but like, how it's like, it's kind of like, it goes by without like knowing it's happening. Like it's like going at a blaze. And like at some point he talks about how his dad died of a stroke, but then so he stayed at the house and like also like And this is funny in the way I'm describing it, like, but it's really sad in the movie where like he's like, because throughout the movie he's narrating to the camera, like explaining some of the shit that's going on,
kind of like fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, so like some amount of years later, not like in 2026 when the movie ends, but like around 2000s, 2010s ish, he like gets like a TV. And like he's talking to the cameras like, I decided to stay home and now I have my own wife and kids and I'm happy. And he looks the saddest he's ever been.
Jeez,
yeah.
Man.
Okay, he watched that last episode, right? I kind of also enjoyed the fact that they went this route too with like at some point Owen rewatches The Pink Opaque on a streaming service as opposed to a VHS tape.
Yeah.
And it looks like the goofiest shit you've ever seen in your life. Like,
oh, wow.
Like at some point, because it doesn't even like in the clip that they show during the streaming clip, it doesn't have either of the two original ladies. It's like a group of like 4 kids. And then like one of the old monsters is just like an ice cream head. And then one of the kids is like, hold on a second. Why do you not want to? You can just sell something else during the winter time because no one wants to buy ice cream. And then it's like a crossfade from the ice cream being sad to a happy face. So it looks like the dumbest shit you've ever seen in your life. And,
so it's fucking different.
Yeah, it's
just
straight up different. Yeah, because like the original show, it's like a high quality, but still goofy and like campy effects, right? Yeah. But like it's completely different. So Owen's like, did I waste all my fucking time on this? Which is not said explicitly, but it's like, what the oh god.
Like, what the hell? Why did I see a completely different show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is when the scene happens, basically. Like that you remember.
Yeah.
So at some point, the movie theater closes, and Connor O'Malley, I guess, is like, come with me to this entertainment center instead, and that's where you'll start working instead. And he just works there, and he's like 50 now, because it's in like 2026.
Yeah.
And like they're about to do a party, but he slowly has more anxiety, more asthma as the years have gone by.
Yeah.
And like his inhaler's out. And like they had to do a birthday party for a kid.
Right.
And like he's kind of going along with that at first. And then the scene happens that where like he's yelling, screaming, but everyone and I'm not joking, is just like
completely still. Yeah.
Yeah, just like basically upright standing but dead and limp.
Yeah.
Like their heads are down, arms are just kind of flailing a little bit, like just a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's just screaming and no one's reacting to him.
Well, but he's screaming where
I'm suffocating.
I'm suffocating. I'm dying.
Yeah.
Someone help me. He screams out for his mom.
Yes, yeah.
I'm dying. Please help me.
Yeah. And then after that scene, it's Connor O'Malley knocking on like a bathroom door being like, "Hey buddy, you okay? Hey, you good?" And this was set. So earlier he was cutting open boxes for like some sort of like fucking thing or whatever.
It's such a job thing.
Yeah.
Cutting open boxes.
Yeah, with a box cutter.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah. So Owen's in the bathroom. He's like, "No, I'm fine." Obviously not fine. Like he's crying still and very down.
Yeah.
And so he uses the box cutter, and in not a gory way, but like cutting into leather way, like a leather jacket. He opens up his chest with the box cutter.
Interesting.
And like no blood or anything. I was really worried about that, and I was covering the thing.
You have a thing about
but like it's very obviously kind of looks like cutting into like even Play-Doh almost kind of is how it is.
God,
yeah.
That's
and then
wild.
like he stands up in the mirror and opens it up, and
his heart is gone, I assume.
Well, it's the TV show. It's like the TV screen. Yeah. So then he starts like smiling happily, and then he leaves the bathroom with all his clothes back on, and he just starts apologizing to everybody, even though no one's really paying attention to him.
Wow.
And then that's the end of the movie. No, they're like acting normal now.
Oh, okay.
I will say there is also a point in the arcade right before the scene where he has that attack, that panic attack, where like one of the arcade machines just says "You are dead."
Yeah.
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 But that's pretty much it. That's the movie.
Wow.
And that's like surface level theme / plot /
yeah, there's so much more as well.
Like there's a lot of and again the stylistic choices that are made are really good, and I think that's why I recommend still watching it even if you have all this. And it's not really scary again from a gore perspective, but it is like a haunting dread that you feel. and like just like a melancholy and the infinite sadness that you feel.
I think as an adult, and I think after seeing the way people are being terrible and treating trans people and have treated trans people consistently forever, I think with that knowledge, this as a companion sort of piece about the trans experience, it does open your eyes. Like, and that is something that, like, you know, you can, if you're not trans and you are cis and you're kind of going about your day, or if you want to know a lot of information, like I've even talked to doctors who are like, they talk about the procedures of like the surgeries and the hormones, but they still don't understand the trans experience. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can do so much of it. You can fetishize it. You can do all this shit. But you don't understand exactly what it is that they go through. And I feel like this movie is like I've seen so many people that are otherwise cis. It grounds the emotions down and it makes it accessible to them.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%.
I don't know. I don't think there's really, at this point in time politically, I don't know if there's anything that could turn a transphobe around.
No, yeah.
Especially if they have an allegiance to this
and
authoritarian
also,
dictatorship.
You kind of feel like they'd be like, why is there a TV
I don't be getting it. What's with the TV?
He should just be he should have taken up Connor O'Malley's offer on having sex with the prostitute, lady. I think, yeah.
I'm not sure. But I mean that's implying that all transphobes are like that, which are not true. There's so many transphobes,
different flavors. Yeah,
yeah. But you know, I don't know. I think it's a fantastic. From what I've seen, I've only seen good shit about it, and I've only seen when you see an audience fail a movie, that's how you know the movie's good. You know what I mean?
No, I get it, yeah.
The only bad takes about the movie I've seen, none of them have swayed me at all. They've all just been like, wow, you don't understand this movie.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go to the bat for a movie I've never seen over whatever the fuck it is that you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it sounds wrong, even though I've not seen it.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, I do think you'd enjoy it. Yeah. I do hope I got most of like the at least themes down least, because I do think I got most of it. There's probably a couple of things here or there that I'm missing that are very important to it, but I do.
The full explanation of like the show and how it works makes a lot of sense. It reminds me of I worked with someone who at the time they presented as a gay man, and everyone around, other than him, they didn't really like him that much, but it was because the people I worked with were really, when I talk about like the airport, those people were not good people. They were not good people.
Yeah.
And it was hard to tell because I was quite young, like who had what kind of biases, you know?
Yeah.
And it was at the time, he said he was a gay man, went by he, him pronouns. And at some point we were talking, I think just over lunch, because I don't remember. I think we were just talking, and we might have been paired up together or something. He revealed to me that he is a woman, like he was trans, and he used was like in the past term, and I was like, what? No, you are trans. Like you are one. You're a woman right now. Like I'm not gonna be like, no, you're not. You know, you are a woman. And he was like, no, I'm not. I've lost the ability to transition. I can't do it. I don't have too many health things. I'm too old. He was around like 70 years old at the time. And he was like, but it's okay. I've lived my life as close to a woman as possible, you know? And it was just like, I just accepted that I'll never be a woman. And it fucking crushed me, man. And I think the more I talked about it with the people around me, they were like, he's just dramatic. He's lying all the time. And I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Well, okay, if that's the case, why would you fucking lie about that also?
Yeah.
What would make you, if I found out you were lying, I feel like that's a shitty thing to lie about.
Well, I didn't say because I didn't want to reveal.
No,
because my opinion very much was like of the time, like I didn't want to put him in danger with the people around him. Yeah. I feel okay talking about it right now because it's I haven't known him for a long time, and there's no one. I don't think you can find him. I can't remember what he went by at the time, anyway. But he said that he he was in the army, he was drafted into the army, and people knew that it was no, he's a she, he is a woman. And I remember asking him do you want me to call you she her? He was like, no, I don't. I've given up on that fully. And it just fucking made me so sad, man. That there are people out there that have never felt comfortable. And I guess that's this last election. Sorry to bring it back to politics all the time, but
but everything goes back to politics. I get it.
Especially right now, I think that was the thing that crushed me the most. Was it's just another however many years of people feeling like they're not comfortable to come out. And that's kind of what this movie portrays to me. It's the passing of time. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people do forget with trans issues, a lot of the quote unquote issues. It's I don't want my kids hopped up on these medicines. I don't want blah, blah, blah. But then after puberty, you're going to force a kid to go through puberty for their cisgender. That's hell. But also maybe for some trans people, maybe it's not, but maybe, I don't know. I don't want to be a monolith for trans
speak
people.
On their behalf, yeah.
I just know if I had a kid and they came to me and they were like, I'm a different gender, I don't want to go through puberty, I'd move heaven and earth to make it so that they don't have to. Because when you're cis and you're going through puberty, that shit is hell.
Already.
And then to be...
I feel like adding gender dysphoria in there and going through a change that doesn't feel right for you.
Yeah. I just don't understand, and I have a lot of empathy for it growing up in an abusive childhood. I don't understand having a kid and not wanting your kid to have stability or to have a safe place.
Yeah, and I will say I do hate a lot of because there used to be the argument of that kids don't know any better. And I do think kids are dumber than adults, but they know who they are. They know who they are as a person.
And you never will. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Is none of us can ever know each other. And it's something that I get frustrated with adults, with even adult relationships, is we don't know the other person's internal world.
Yeah.
They can describe it to us as accurately as possible.
But it will never 100% be.
Because we're not them.
Yeah.
There's always a level of, separation with that. And the beauty in communication is learning about each other and being open-minded to each other. But people really, and especially Americans, love telling you what you are and what you ain't. And it's fucked up, man.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I recommend this movie 100%.
Yeah.
A movie that is, again, about just hating your job.
It's all about hating your job.
And hating when people try to bury you alive.
Well, I mean, okay, I do feel like maybe this is maybe a little bit too surface level.
No,
I understand where people are coming from, because I have also felt very if I continue letting this happen in my life and I don't make a serious change, time is going to pass and I'm going to hate my life.
Which I do think that is a relatable
a severely relatable experience.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to take that away.
Yeah.
I do think you'd have to only watch that part of the movie and not start from the beginning.
It kind of negates the rest of the movie.
If it was a 15-minute short film that were just the last 15 minutes, yeah, sure, I get it, but...
Which is if you were reviewing this film and you were like, that's the only part that made me feel something, therefore that's the only good part.
That's stupid.
Fuck off. Well, you don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, that'd be so funny if listen, making the last 15 minutes a short film, and instead of the pink opaque and the it's SpongeBob in the fucking
it's just
it's
something
just
else.
Yeah, when I was a kid it was awesome, but I'm an adult, it sucks.
It's about never growing up.
It's about loving Viacom products.
Viacom products. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, it's so fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Man.
Yeah. But no, it's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Sorry if I'm making fun of it. I hope I'm not, but
It's a fantastic film.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do think you should watch it at some point, Sarah.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
on Max apparently. Oh, sorry, HBO Max now because
it
it's back
came
to
back.
it. Yeah, it's back.
Yeah.
Because at least one person did something right this year.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go to ads?
Yeah.
That's the ad alarm. Hi, everyone.
My God.
Are you enjoying this podcast so far?
Oh, shit. It's the motherfucking ad alarm. Let's fucking go, baby. Say those ads.
Yeah, first ad for us. All of them for us.
Yeah, all of them. Go.
Give us our time. Give us our fucking time. If you enjoyed the podcast so far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
You still got it.
Still fucking got it.
You still got it.
And also don't forget to share this shit with everyone.
Share the shit.
Everyone. Share the fucking share it, dude.
Smush it
Oh my
around
God.
on the ground outside.
Yeah. Right. Get a Google Docs open, get a gun, and start telling people to watch
shoot
it.
APWSTR into the side of your building.
Yeah, no, go into Google Docs.
Yeah.
Put in the shortened URL to this episode.
Yeah.
Copy and paste it 50 million times.
That's too many buttons, Josh. I'm just gonna get a gun and shoot it into the side of the building.
If you want to support the podcast financially, there's a couple ways to do it. I'm going to start off
How?
with first way. Buy me a coffee. If you go to buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR.
Can I write a little note in there? Can you read it now?
Yes, I will read the note. If it's $3 a coffees, we'll read your notes as long as they're not racist, homophobic, transphobic.
That makes
sense. Or too much. I think is a good way to put it. I'm in a depressive episode.
Yeah, or like identifying information more.
Yeah,
We've
there you
gotten
go.
a couple of people that have sent in wonderful things that we have read and we do appreciate.
Yes, we do appreciate that. Yes.
They just have identifying information in there.
That's a better way to put it. Yes. Yeah.
Or they're very, very long, and we gotta keep the show going.
Yeah,
I will reply on buy me a coffee
actual thing,
to you, so you know that I've read your thing.
Yeah,
because we very much do appreciate.
But yes, because we get identifying information, we're not going to read them onto the platform where a couple thousand people might listen to it. Yeah. For your protection. So just to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple coffees and we have some notes that we can read. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Aleka rhymes with Rebecca. Bought 5 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the pronunciation.
Thank you for pronunciation. And I'm doubly sorry if I still fucked it up.
Yeah.
Here are some coffees as a thanks for what you do. The podcast really helped me get through my last year of grad school. Every time I came home wanting to drop out, I turned on the podcast and took the break I needed to want to keep going. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congrats on graduating grad school.
Yeah. Happy to be the thing that got you through. You know what I'm saying? Fucking.
Well, you did too.
You did it. You did most of the work.
We did like 15%.
What I'm trying to say is like we did all of it.
We should actually have your master's degree is what we're saying here.
Send it to our soon to open P.O. box.
Yeah.
With some unmarked bills.
Keep it. Put it up on your wall and
couple counterfeited hundreds and we're fine. We're good.
Pat yourself on the back every day.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack her bought 5 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've been listening for close to 3 years now. I finished every single episode in about 6 months, so I have to wait week to week now. I never listened to podcasts before, and I found you guys through the Reddit TikToks. Sorry. And became obsessed. It's all good. It's the funnel. That's the
sales funnel.
That's the sales funnel. We bring you into the Reddit TikToks, and
you stay for our bursting personalities.
Exactly.
I describe my personality
larger than
as
life.
Bursting.
Hell yeah.
That's gross. Yeah.
I appreciate all your takes, good and bad.
No bad takes. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I have learned so much from you both. Your growth has been beautiful to watch, and your ability to admire you or wrong is admirable.
I don't know. We've never been wrong.
I've never been wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Including in Matt Damon, which we'll talk about in a second. I've always wanted to send coffee and join Patreon, but I haven't been able to afford the extra dough. I love you guys in a non-parasocial way, and more of a I love what you do and what joy and insight it brings to me.
Thank you.
P.S. If you want to stop posting Reddits and just talk, I'm in full support. You are so much more than a Reddit podcast. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. I do enjoy.
We're doing the Reddits. Yeah.
The Reddits.
I do get a genuine joy. If we genuinely did not enjoy the Reddits,
we
wouldn't
be
stopped
fucking doing it. Yeah,
a year ago.
Time ago. Yeah.
We do genuinely enjoy it. We would
have gone full basement yard, only an hour podcast, and then doing 20-second highlights to TikTok.
Well, not full basement yard because we know that there's iron in cereal.
They didn't know that?
No. Joey.
I don't
thought
want to.
that-
I don't want to say horrible things because I would love to go on their show. But are you guys
Yeah,
stupid
no,
or something?
they're
I guess.
Joey thought that iron wasn't like the mineral iron. It was
But
like a different thing. They just call it iron. And Frankie was like, "No, it's the mineral iron.
It
It's
is,
just really
yeah.
small." And he was like,
Can't
"There are
start
little
my milk.
irons in my cereal."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
And it blew Joey's mind. They're genuine, man.
they're genuine. They're
Yeah.
not like our fake shit.
No,
yeah.
we're fake this whole time. But thank you very much. We
Thank you very
appreciate
much. We
it.
appreciate it. Yeah. But no, we we
Yeah.
enjoy the Reddits. My main point.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we'll keep doing the Reddits until we don't want to do them anymore. And yeah.
Yeah. Marlena bought 3 coffees. Thank you.
you.
Hope I'm saying that correctly. I know you referenced it.
Yeah.
You fuck. Hey, Sarah and Josh.
Hello.
I'm buying these coffees in celebration because I've just finished the 75 Hard Wellness Challenge.
Congrats. That's very hard.
Yeah, I've seen. Please look up the rules for this so you can understand how proud I am of
No,
me.
yes.
I get it.
I'm
Congrats,
also
yeah.
proud of you. Yes.
I spent 2.5 months listening to your backlog videos, shivering on my bike and walking in the rain, all while giggling you two at reading wolf stories and screaming, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I really resonate every time Sarah talks about her mom and trauma and really appreciate her sharing that with people.
Of course.
This is going to sound very parasocial, but to be loved is to be seen, and it feels like every time she shares, we are able to see her, and I can't speak for other listeners, but I feel seen.
That's very nice.
That's very kind, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for being such a brave, compassionate, talk no shit voice for us.
No.
Heart emoji, literal heart emoji, like a literal image of a heart, yeah. Josh, ... You have excellent taste in Sarah's. Like 20 out of 10, you picked the best Sarah. Great job. I'm going to make you a star, Sarah. That's what I said 5, 6,
that,
7
Sarah
years
Paulson.
ago. Get fucked.
Get fucked, Sarah Paulson.
Oh, you were in the bear for one episode?
Oh, yeah.
You
More
could be
than
on a
one.
podcast,
Whatever.
yeah.
Oh, what? American Horror Story? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You're an amazing actress and I love you. Whatever. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
You picked the best, Sarah. Great job.
Yeah.
I look forward to catching up on more current episodes. In the meantime, I will completely forgot that I sent these and only be reminded when I hear Josh struggling or mispronouncing my name.
No.
Be safe, be well, and happy today to you both.
He
Happy
did it-
heart emoji.
He did it perfect.
I hope I did it perfectly. I could have still been wrong, but I didn't struggle on it. That's different. That's
I'm gonna assume I didn't struggle on it. That's different is funny as shit.
yeah. That's I confidently was wrong
Yeah.
or was right. Fucking who cares, man?
Fucking who cares, man?
Fucking, it's a Saturday. Fucking
Yeah.
It's raining outside.
It's
We're
a
staying
Saturday
inside.
night.
Yeah, we're vibing, man.
Yeah.
Don't kill my vibe. Okay.
Bitch.
Bitch,
Don't
yeah.
kill my vibe.
But thank you for those coffees. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Brie bought 15 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brie.
First of all, happy summer solstice.
Happy summer solstice when you sent this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoops. Oops. Second, just listen to y'all's episode, Respectful Soup Slurpin'.
Yeah. And
the Reddit section was great, but even if you felt it wasn't great, that's okay.
No,
you
it was-
guys,
it was epic.
I was probably good. I don't remember.
It was really good. It was the best ever.
Yeah, you guys can't be at 100% all the time. Give yourselves a break.
No, we are.
We did
is
take
the
a break,
problem.
coincidentally. Yeah.
No breaks, never, 100% all day long.
Grind set, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing your best, even if your best that day is just doing the basics, you guys deserve to be supported in your podcast.
Never just the basics. Always 100.
Yeah.
Always all of it.
Always. Also, Sarah, go get your medicine. We did.
I did. Immediately.
Yeah.
Before you even sent this, I got my medicine.
To end on a less sappy note, here's one of my favorite jokes from MASH.
Okay.
Klinger. These beans are from World War II. Hawkeye. Right.
There has beans.
There has
beans. I knew
crying
it
laughing emoji.
because I'm a MASH master fan.
It's not because this is the
Nope.
third time we're
No.
recording the ads.
No.
Because the second time we lost the audio right at the end of the recording.
No.
And that's why the podcast
It's
didn't go the
because
fuck
I
out.
know everything. And I'm amazing and perfect. And I never do just the basics or want to quit doing Reddit stories or am bad at this job. I'm perfect all the time.
I'm going to sip my coffee and move on.
You don't
Okay.
gotta be like, Sarah, you don't have to be perfect because I am perfect.
Honestly, hell yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
the confidence we need on the show.
Yeah.
That's what I said all those years ago when I was like, I'm going to make you a star. I have the best choice in Sarah's. We're going to.
Yeah, that's what he said to me.
Yeah.
And I said, bitch, I'm already a star. Fucking behold me.
Thank you very much for those coffees. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Caitlin B bought 5 coffees. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
I've been watching the podcast for at least a year or two now, and this is my second coffee. I sent
Oh.
one about this time last year.
Nice.
I am back again with my gardening position for the district, and I love it.
Hell yeah.
Congrats, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've been listening to old videos and just got to the ones where you announced your little cat's passing. I just lost my little dog a couple days ago. I had her for 13 years and I barely remember my life without her.
Yeah.
I've been very down about it, but your podcast has given me the opportunity to laugh. Her name was Lily Lou, and the funny thing is, I've seen more lily flowers this week than I have my whole life.
Yeah.
I know she's sending me them. Anyway, I'm sorry for the long message. I hope you guys have a great week and keep on doing what you're doing. Don't forget to take a break when you need it. Love from Canada. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Never need a break.
Never need a break, though.
Never need one, though.
Fucking,
I'm perfect all the time. But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our last coffee comes from Savannah C, who bought us 3 coffees. Thank you very much.
Thank you much, Savannah C.
Hello.
Hello.
I've been listening to your podcast for a while after discovering you guys on TikTok. I was lured in by the Reddit stories, but stayed because I love listening to you both talk about such a variety of topics.
Oh my gosh, thanks.
Josh Mansplains gets my ADHD riddle brain through my daily chores.
Hell yeah.
My dogs actually recognize your voices and know once the podcast is on, it's time for them to settle because I'm going to be busy for a few hours.
Good.
I'm wishing you both the best and hope you're taking plenty of times to yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you for the time you put into making content. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We
appreciate
never
it.
take times for ourselves. Because we're perfect.
Never back down, never what?
Never back down, never what?
What is the what in that? I actually don't remember
I
what
don't
the
know.
what is.
I'm asking you. What is it?
Never quit, I assume. I don't
Surrender?
Yeah, never surrender. Maybe. There you go. Yeah. Anyway,
fucking know. I don't know
you.
what that's even from.
Thank you all for the lovely coffees and all the kind messages. We appreciate
Thank you very
them.
much.
I'm trying to think of what else. We have Patreon. Patreon.com/APWSTR. We currently have a pay what you want model. If you enjoy the podcast and you want to throw a couple extra bucks our way every month or year, it's a good way to help support, especially since ad content isn't awesome all the time.
Only if you're able.
Yes, and only if you're able to. Yeah.
Some people, I think, sometimes think of Patreon as a transactional relationship because there's money involved. And yes, it is.
Yes.
But sometimes we slack on extra videos and stuff. And it's more for if you want to support the show in general.
And hopefully keep it even as consistent as it is now.
Yeah.
As opposed to us having to go get jobs.
Ew.
But no, yeah, it's down in the description, patreon.com/APWSTR. We do get exclusive content when we're able to do it.
Yeah.
Like we recently released Sarah versus Matt Damon, which was a year since we last posted it. I looked. Whoops. But we did put it up. There's a new episode of that's about an hour long.
Yeah.
And we also have been doing warm-ups at the beginning, and we will be releasing those when we're able to.
Yeah.
And there's also a Discord, which also has access to our community as well as a book club. So if you want to go check it out, go check it out. It's there. It's $1, $3, $5, and $10.
Yeah.
All the tiers get the same thing, but $5 and $10 tiers, you also get your name added at the end of the podcast, as well as in the description of YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
And $1 and $3 tiers, you also get a week trial, so you can just see what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have mutual aid links down in the description as well as in our link tree. Sarah.
Yeah, Palestine, Congo, Sudan, Lebanon, all of those, all the people, they're still in there. North Carolina, Hurricane Helene, California wildfires, anti-ICE protests, red cards are in there, which they tell you about your rights when dealing with ICE. And they also translate it from English into 39 different languages, and you can print them out at home and give them to your loved ones that might be dealing with ICE.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and click around in there. And if you have any more things that you want to put in there, you can DM me on Tumblr at that'soheron, THATSOHEERON.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all that's down in the description. Everything's down in the description. Hope you guys have been enjoying this episode, and hope you enjoyed the Reddit segment coming up
Bye-bye.
after this tone. Be right back.
The tone?
Well, because there's a beep. There's a beep transition.
Why didn't you say after the beep?
Well, because it's called bars and tone also, but it's more like a beep because of how
you
short it
named
is.
That.
Well, no, the bars and tone is the is what it's called in Premiere when you want to start it
but
up.
You make your own reality, Josh. You could rename it to a beepy.
You know the best part about this is that none of this is staying in.
Leonardo a beepy.
Enjoy the Reddit segment. Bye.
Bye. Reddit time.
It's Reddit time. Let's
get through
go.
this fucking bullshit. I'm already tired. I'm already tired,
it's 8
man.
p.m. We haven't done a late night podcast in a while, so this is good. This is a good return to form. This is classic 2021 APWSTR.
Oh, wedding drama.
Yeah.
This one's so good. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm excited.
Okay. No, not this one. That one's bad. Hold on.
You're okay. I'm getting mixed signals here, Sarah. I need you to get your fucking shit together.
Oh, okay, now this one's
there
good.
You go.
All right,
okay.
cool. All right. Am I the asshole for dropping out of my friend's wedding after she sent me a 47-item bridesmaids requirement list?
What?
Now, this is going to suck for me.
Okay.
So my friend Sarah, God damn it.
God
fucking damn it.
God damn it.
What are we doing?
I will say
What
a
are we
lot of
doing,
Sarahs
Sarahs?
have been getting shat on Reddit recently. I don't
I-
know why.
It's really making me feel out of my mind. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yeah.
Like they're targeting me.
Yeah. I'm not
Redditors.
seeing any Joshes. I'm not seeing for any of the 3 Joshes that I'm aware of on the Reddit.
Yeah, but it's also like, I know my whole life other Sarahs can sometimes be
this.
the way they are.
Got
what
it.
sucks also is it's an H, Sarah.
Oh,
It's
so you
not
can't even
I can't even run away from
hide.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
All
From
right.
the top. Yeah.
So my friend Sarah is getting married in a few months and asked me to be a bridesmaid back in October.
Okay.
I was honored and said yes immediately.
Understood. Makes sense. Yeah.
Fast forward to last week, she sends the entire bridal party a Google Doc titled Bridesmaid Expectations and Requirements.
Okay.
I thought it would be like, wear this color, here's the dress I like, maybe some basic timeline stuff. Nope. 47 numbered items. 47.
Okay. 47 does sound like a lot.
Some highlights.
Okay.
Mandatory spray tans.
What?
She's booking appointments for us.
What?
$400 hair and makeup, non-negotiable. Can't post any photos from events without her approval. Triple exclamation
What?
point. And my personal favorite, we're expected to contribute $200 each toward her bachelorette party on top of planning and paying for it.
Well, because wait, hold on a second. Because also, okay, so 200. Okay, I'm assuming the hair and makeup 400 a piece is also out of your pocket.
I assume, yeah.
In this economy, are you fucking
This
serious?
is awesome. Yeah.
Did you look
This
at
wedding's gonna be epic.
Were
man.
you like instead of doing a destination wedding where everyone's pay a lot of money, let's do one in town but pay the money as if we were doing a destination wedding?
Do you think the mentality is if I traumatize all my friends, they'll never forget my wedding because they'll
If they're not talking about it in therapy week after,
For
might as well
20
have not
years.
done it. Might as well have never done it.
if I don't bankrupt my friends and send them through extreme financial hardship.
If they can't go and get a loan,
I've seen we've read that
I know
before.
we've seen those too. And that's why I'm
Get a
not.
credit
This is
card.
really is not out of the realm of possibility,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Item
So
40
stop, please.
Item 47 was literally, remember this is my day and your job is to make me shine.
I need you to calm the fuck down. Like, listen, you're really twisting and turning the idea that I have where, like, yeah, it is your day. Don't be this unreasonable.
Yeah.
There is a limit to what I think most people would be okay with dealing with.
Yeah.
We're not going to completely, like, we're not going to walk on glass for you, you know? Like,
That'd be so good. Dude, Saw gets married.
John McClane gets remarried.
Yeah, famously, he liked that part.
He liked that. That was a good part
That
of
was
it.
a
yeah.
real good part. I texted her saying this was beyond what I could commit to and needed to step down. She called me crying, saying real friends would do anything, even
Fuck
if it
you.
takes some sacrifice.
This is why I don't have any friends, so I'm going to deal with this bullshit.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think any of my friends would sacrifice shit for me, and that's good.
That's a good
they're
thing.
healthy.
They are their own people,
Yeah.
actually.
Now more than half of our friend group is asking if they can see the list because they don't believe it's real. Am I the asshole for backing out? Now,
No.
you might be like, hey, Sarah, what are you doing?
Why are you giving me a slam dunk to start with?
Yeah, what the hell? Is there, what the fuck, Top comment. I'm going to yell, okay?
Okay.
Post the list! Post the list! Post the list! Come on, everybody. Post the list!
YTA, you didn't post the full list.
Post the list.
I will say, if all the other shit was normal, the shit you still pointed at, I'm like, yeah, you don't want to do that. That's still already bad.
It's so obviously no one cares, like, about the am I the asshole?
They just want the list.
MTA, they want the full list. That's what they want. They
Listen,
just want the gossip.
okay, all right.
It's not like,
which, listen, I get it.
I'm on the fence. I need the whole, more info. I need the whole, it's just
yeah.
post the entire, you can't say this shit and not post the whole list.
Okay, fair. I
Okay.
forgot this is a gossip forum.
Here's the full list.
Okay, let's go.
I don't think this is from OP.
What if it's just a random motherfucker Or another person from the wedding.
No. It's from the real original bridesmaid, not the OP here that just stole the story for karma.
What?
Oop, oop, oop,
Oh,
oop.
the drama's fucking real on this one.
Oopie whoopie.
All right, okay.
Oh, shit.
Oopsie fucking poopsies. Yeah,
Oopsie
let's
poop.
go.
Appearance and prep. Rules 1 through 10.
Okay. So this is
All
also
right.
this is a list within a list.
Yeah.
Good.
1. Mandatory spray tans appointments booked by the bride.
So dumb.
2. $400 hair and makeup non-negotiable.
Ridiculous.
3. Dress style, color, and length must match the vision exactly.
I mean, okay.
That's not abnormal.
That's not abnormal, but in the context of everything else, the
Yeah.
word exactly does have a little bit more weight than I
Yeah.
feel like it normally would. Yeah.
4. Shoes must be specific and pre-approved.
I'm not against it, but it's again with the context of everything else.
I'm so alien to all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not even making any judgments yet.
Okay, got it.
5. No visible tattoos or piercings unless bride approved.
That's a little stupid.
6. Manicure, pedicure. 6.
Get that mayonnaise,
Manicure and
Veni.
pedicure must exact polish colors required.
Okay. Still a little. That's not part of the $400.
This one pisses me. No. You think hair and makeup it also has manicure, pedicure? No. You go. That's like a whole different building. That's like an entirely different concrete.
I know
building.
it's a whole another person. Yeah, but like.
No. The hair and makeup is all one. And honestly, I'm surprised that it's probably going to be 2 different people, which is why it's $400.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be one person for makeup, one for hair.
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of also surprised that they're even separated, because I feel like look/visuals should just be all combined into one item list. Because I want to know how expensive the pedicure is going to be also.
Manicure, pedicure.
Manicure, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the most expensive manicure, pedicure I've ever had. Over 100, maybe.
That's still, you should put that in there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, sorry. Okay, but yeah.
I mean, I'm sure other people have gone for
Less or more, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And they probably hike it up because it's bridal.
Oh, yeah.
This one pissed me off. 7, shapewear or body slimming garments may be mandated.
Maybe.
If you're a fat ass bitch, you're going to be putting on those skims.
No fat bitches allowed.
No fat bitches allowed at my wedding.
8, Ozempic prescription on the off chance that the slimming suits do not work.
You have to take Ozempic for my wedding. 8, jewelry, accessories, nail color strictly defined. 9, no DIY hair, makeup unless approved by the bride.
So no one's going to have it, I'm assuming. We're already at this level of...
Wow.
Yeah.
10, all beauty treatments, Botox, lashes, etc. must be scheduled as directed.
Botox?
Wait, they want what?
They want you to get Botox?
Huh? So like, hey, get Botox for my
What
wedding.
White Lotus bullshit is this? Like, this is crazy. Okay.
I don't know about that. Okay, attendance in events 11 through 20. 11, attend all bridal events, bridal shower, rehearsal dinner, NK? I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Okay. 12, must RSVP on time and days before the cutoff. So why do you have the cutoff days later?
Yeah. Okay.
13, cannot skip any event unless approved medically. Holy
Wait, you need a
shit.
doctor's note? Teacher, hey, teacher.
The teacher doesn't deal with this, though. It's the principal and the ladies at front that hate their jobs.
Yeah, have to.
The
here's
teacher
the-
doesn't give a shit if you're in or out as long as you're learning.
Yeah. Right.
Don't
okay.
put this shit on them.
Sorry.
This is, hey, boss, here's my medical. Sorry, I have a bridal shower. Whatever.
Christ.
14, bring specific gifts to each pre-wedding occasion.
What?
Oh my god. 15, must show up to the salon at specified times. 16, arrive for rehearsals early, fully dressed. 17, you're responsible for your own transportation or you'll reimburse.
Wait, reimburse?
For
What?
what? I don't understand. 18, bring emergency kits, bobby pins, double stick tape, sewing kit. 19, stay sober enough to help on the day. 20, hand-me-downs or substitutions in attire/accessories not allowed.
Fuck you. That sucks.
You hate fat poor people.
Yeah.
And also regular-sized poor people.
yeah. Just
all
mostly
sizes
all the
and shapes of
pores.
pores.
Yeah, in the circle, it's all poor,
But
and then
also
there's a
fat
little,
people
there's
as well.
a little specific on the fat people.
Yeah,
hate.
a little bit. Social media and photography, 21 to 30. 21, no photos from bridal events without written approval.
Little,
So no photos at all. Not even just posting.
yeah.
Just none. 22, tagging bride on social media is allowed only with prior okay. 23, no posting behind the scenes videos or candid shots.
Why?
Because she's going to scream at you. That's why.
Yeah.
24, if you get photos early, do not share them anywhere. 25, delete embarrassing photos at bride's request.
But also, that's such a vague. What's embarrassing? You need to define.
I think it's just whatever the bride
If we're already
says.
doing a legal size document, you need to have the footnote. Embarrassing as defined as the following, and that's
Dude.
another 20 subsect of fucking.
Sorry,
I see a little bit of a double chin there, so let's actually remove that.
Yeah, you could edit that out. Just edit it out. I don't care what you have in your bride.
Yeah,
A weird part of me doesn't care about most of this.
I get it, but it is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Like if somebody came to me and they were upset about something for some sort of specific reason about this list, I'd be like, yeah, you're allowed.
And even to an extent, I think any of these, like in a normal list of like no's, I could kind of understand.
But because it's all together,
it's kind of like the worst case scenario. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
what is it? Like, like when you're baking a cake, like
Yeah.
you don't want to just have, what is it? Like instead of putting all the little bit of salt here, it's just
Yeah.
all the salt that you could ever imagine
you
and
switched
pouring that into a glass and chugging it. Yeah.
Yeah. 26, coordinated hashtag use or suppression is bride's decision. 27, no sharing vendor names or contact details. 28, no speculative comments about decor / cost publicly.
Whoops.
You got my ass.
Well, at least you're not, at least, you said no to it. You didn't sign the NDA just yet,
I am that person at a wedding. I'm like, what do you think all this fucking shit
I'm
costs?
also like that because I'm like, you spent too much money.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
both like that, and it's not fun.
It's not, yeah.
20, it's only fun for us and all other bitches. 29, referral to wedding day as quote-unquote her day, never yours. 30, no calling out wardrobe flaws online or offline.
Unless you're the bride, I assume, because
guess,
the
yeah.
bride has already put in a lot of rules for what a flaw is.
Make fun of me, I make fun of you.
Yeah.
Financial and contributions, 30 to 40.
Okay.
31, $200 per bridesmaid towards a bachelorette party on top of planning / paying.
So already 200's
that.
the minimum then, I guess? Or is it you
I think
plan
it's a
out a
gift.
thing? Oh, okay.
Like all the bridesmaids are going to give her thousands of dollars as like a monetary gift.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, 30 as well as a regular gift. And also the
Yeah, the aforementioned gifts already, yeah.
32 additional fees for rehearsal dinner donation. Okay.
Donation.
It's not a
It's
donation.
so funny.
33 hair, makeup, tan total expectation around approximately $400 plus per person. 34 dress alterations you pay or reimburse bride. 35 travel, hotel, transportation on you unless otherwise noted. 36 rental of wedding party items, e.g. robes, must be reimbursed. 37 bridal shower plus bachelorette gifts must meet required price point. 38 you may be asked to finance decor, favors, or ribbons. 39 payment deadlines for all items are enforced. No late waivers. 40 bridesmaid splitting cost of additional outfits is required.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, man. Listen, I know weddings are expensive, right? And a lot of these things, like getting your own transportation or hotel, like normally is what's assumed at weddings.
Yeah.
But the way that this list has been said so far.
It feels like a scam.
Yeah.
Like you're scamming all of your friends out of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Donation's a really funny word.
That's so funny.
Hey, sorry, babe. I just gotta go out and real quick get a donation from the gas station, puts mask on.
Yeah.
Takes gun out.
It reminds me when we were watching Housewives of Atlanta and they would put on like these big
Yeah, but that was at least actually kind of for charity.
Sort of. Like, is there a real charity or is it just you want to have a big party and a donation to you?
Yeah.
As a person.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like a scam.
Fuck children's hospitals. How about me?
You're like
I don't
making
wanna
up your
work for-
own nonprofit so
Yeah.
it's just throw big galas or whatever.
Get the fuck out of here, man. That's
It's just wild.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them were real and some of them were cool. Like, I think
No,
eventually
yeah, but-
Nene was doing
Okay.
ones
that's
for
good.
like, actual things.
Still, but yeah.
But it was pretty silly. The just no planning really going into it at all.
Yeah.
Just big party.
Christ, man.
Okay, duties and behavior. 41 to 46. 41. You are the bride's assistant. Help with errands as needed.
You are my bitch. All right, you do my work for me. Yeah, sorry. Is that 42? Sorry.
No, I read the comment underneath. It's really funny. 42. No complaining, negativity, or critique at any event. This is Disney rules, baby.
Yeah.
43. You must keep family dynamics smooth and resolve issues quietly. 44. Be smiling, friendly, helpful to guests and vendors.
Make sure to add a silencer to the gun when you decide
to shoot yourself. 45. Assist with hustle, bustle, dress train, photo setups, etc. 46. Do not overshadow the bride. No dramatic behavior. No solo moments. Final rule 47. Remember, this is my day, and your job is to make me shine. And then the comment underneath is, I could spend my whole day getting drunk and jacking off, and I'd guarantee you there'd be more genuine happiness there than at this wedding.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a good list.
That is it's a good list in the sense of like, you can you can learn everything you need to know about a person from this list.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, I think the only issues I have with it are the shapewear, the money, and the DIY hand-me-down stuff.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Like, and I mean, I've said it already.
For me, personal, I feel like it's a big list where if you're somebody that you have specific issues with specific, it's like a catch-all list that no person is going to be perfect for this list.
Yeah.
I'm so blasé that I don't care about a lot of things on this list.
No, yeah.
But it's also like, you're kind of making it so that because you don't care about your own bridesmaids enough to disrespect them with this list, you're making sure that the people that are going to be there for sure are like strangers, effectively.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of the whole anti-point
of the... If you're having a wedding, don't you want to be people you actually know and care about?
Yeah.
And don't want to use as employees of your wedding? Yeah.
Like, why make a wedding a business?
Yeah.
When it's supposed to be about a family coming together and loving each other.
Yeah, and like that's why, like, I know a lot of things on that list are things that I am okay with, in the sense of like,
I could do that.
I could do it, or it's like an unspoken, like, you didn't need to say this, but because you put it in this list in the context of everything else, it does feel like such a control for power, like a need for power or control.
Yeah, it just kind of stacks up where it's like, okay, so because there's 47 rules, there's smoke, and where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yes.
Which eventually ended up happening because the bridesmaid said, nah, I'm not doing this. And then she was like, well, how dare you ruin everything? And it's like, okay, well, there you go. There's the fire.
Yeah.
There it is.
But also, you're the one that poured the gasoline around your feet.
Yeah, you can't like pour gasoline on wood and then hold up a lit match and be like, guys, I'm going to drop it if you don't do everything I say.
Hey, I'm not doing this. Boop.
And just light yourself on fire. And it's like, damn, I really...
Like the husband in Hereditary. Just
yeah, or just like when like there's a character that is like so beaten up they have a tragic past.
Yeah.
And then you find out it's someone effectually... they're like, yeah, I caused this person to die or harm or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you find out it's like mostly that person's fault.
Yeah.
And every single time I want to smack him upside the head and be like, stupid dramatic bitch. Yeah. No, it's not your fault. Jesus Christ.
God, dude. Yeah. That's so...
Man, calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know weddings are expensive, right? I get it. Demanding gifts for, like, even like, what is it? Demanding gifts is wild, especially different gifts for
different
the rehearsals also.
Like, we give money most of the time.
No, yeah, that's fair. If there's a registry, I'll look at it.
Yeah.
I won't do anything with it, but I'll look at it, all right? But no, fucking...
Well, usually, we've only really been to weddings where they have, like, a
cash fund or something. Yeah,
send us some money.
I think that's fair.
People always want money, and I'll just send, like, $80.
Everyone wants my fucking money, dude. But yeah, no, like...
Well, I'm like, whatever, man.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to enjoy this wedding with how the rules are currently set up.
Yeah.
Honestly, it does make me feel happier with the weddings we have been to, because those have at least been okay at the very least, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've all been very, very nice. I think what am I trying to say? Boop boop boop. Like I think in terms of that, like I understand there being rules at weddings. I don't think that's
No,
wrong.
yeah, I don't think that's wrong either.
You know, like no drinking, like there's not going to be an open bar or something, or
Yeah,
no kids or something. I understand that.
yeah,
You know, I think sometimes it's just how punitive you're being with these rules.
yeah.
And also, like, I do think, like, no recording, I think, is fine.
No, I think that's all right too.
Yeah.
But I do think the like coordinated hashtag or like no tagging me without permission.
But is that just because we think it's cringe, or is that because that's, you know, like, because we haven't had to organize a wedding is the issue.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder if there are real problems that come up with that we just don't know about.
That's possible. That is possible.
You know, like worrying about it just feels very vain because it's like, well, this wedding is going to be online.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Why is this wedding online?
Yeah. I will say every time we've what is it? There was one wedding we went to that like the couple went through like a regular like a website of some sort, and it did have a hashtag that was there.
But at that same wedding, we got there and they were like, no recording.
Okay, that's okay, fair enough. Never mind.
I think that was just like an easy way to. But that's the thing. That website being on there was so that you could go to. Oh, I'll just go to this website and I'll see what's on. You know what I have to do for the wedding.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, it was more like for ease of us, which I appreciate because it's a lot to do a website. To do a wedding,
yeah,
you know, so it's like that's very nice.
Yeah,
but it seems like that's the difference here. It's like you're not treating the people at your wedding nicely, but also you're offloading a lot of wedding responsibilities that you have, like paying for ribbons.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
You gotta front the bill a little bit if it's your wedding. And I know it is your day.
Yeah.
Again, you can't be making people like tie their own nooses for you, you know? Like,
and it's like from what I've understood about hair and makeup, I think the general manners of it is if the bride wants a specific person, she talks to everybody about it, and if they agree to split it or help her split it, everybody involved, including the bride, splits it. Or if she just lets the bridesmaids do what they want with their hair, because that's kind of the issue. It's not that it costs $400, because probably some people are going to be like, I get that's a reasonable amount.
No, yeah.
But then other people are going to be like, no, it's not, because
money. It's just gonna,
money's different things cost different prices. Newsflash, everybody.
More at 11.
Yeah. But I think that's the difference is they're not allowed to choose. They have to pay $400.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up.
That's you're not having a choice is the big issue here.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird. Weddings are weird in that it's different for each of them. I think OP did the right thing by saying like, nah, not for me.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah.
And
I was honored to be the maid of honor, but this is a lot for everybody. Yeah. And if I have to be the head bridesmaid telling everyone else like this is a fucking pyramid
that's
scheme.
Another thing. Yeah. I didn't sign up for a job like a middle management position.
Yeah.
At a wedding.
Thank you very much. I'm good.
No, thanks. Yeah.
That's why I thought we had companies to do this for me.
But I could see somebody being like, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know?
If that's your flavor. God bless you.
Whatever, yeah.
Not me, man. Solved it. I have a wedding one too.
Oh, hell yeah.
As in, this is someone complaining about a gift they got.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say I can understand a little bit before we do this one. I want a disclaimer. I get why someone might be upset about this one and the gift they got. Counter argument. It's utilitarian, and I think a lot of people don't appreciate a utilitarian gift. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I might disagree, but I mean, it depends on what happens.
Yeah. r/wedding shaming.
All right.
Worst bridesmaid's gift ever for a wedding.
So the bridesmaid got a gift from the bride.
It is the bridesmaid got a gift.
Okay, yeah.
I got the worst ever, quote, gift for serving as a bridesmaid. First, she gave us the stereotypical monogram tote bag. Like most women, I already have a closet stuffed with tote bags. It's an okay gift, though, so it wasn't a problem. So what was the issue? Read on.
All right. ChatGPT?
Yeah, I know. I think I did put this in ChatGPT, too.
Did it come back?
I don't think it came up.
AI?
Yeah.
Okay. This person, all right, copy editor person.
Yeah. This person just does this for a living. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah. She included a very nice note of thanks for standing with her on this day of days in her life. That was sweet, and I've been happy to just receive that. She spoiled it by saying that she had prepared this, quote, wedding survival kit as her gift to us. The contents were
Okay.
travel-sized bottles of lotion and mouthwash,
That's nice.
a toothbrush in a travel case,
That's nice.
a travel-sized box of toothpaste, a pair of nail clippers, a pocket first aid kit,
Yeah.
a small sewing kit, a tube of chapstick, safety pins, a nail file, cotton balls, Q-tips, pocket pack of tissues, pocket pack of baby wipes, a box of tampons. That's right, tampons. She gave us toiletries and feminine hygiene products as a present.
That sounds awesome. What the fuck? I mean, maybe
As someone without a vagina, this sounds awesome. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a shitty tampon. Maybe I would be like, I'm not gonna use these, but I can give it to like a homeless shelter or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
a women's shelter. I can give it to somebody. It's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
If I'm not gonna use the tampons, I'm gonna give them to somebody else.
Yeah, that's fair.
And by shitty tampons, I mean like tampons I don't like.
Yeah,
That's all
that's
I
right.
mean.
Whatever your
There are no
preference are,
shitty
yeah.
tampons. Probably.
Of course, I said nothing to her, but I left all of it in the ladies' room at her reception venue.
What the fuck?
Maybe I'm just a gimme pig, but I think this was a shitty way to treat us,
Fuck is a gimme pig?
I don't know.
I can contextually
Yeah.
get it, but
especially after by we, I mean all four of her BFFs, gave her a bridal shower, a bachelorette party, a last supper for single friends, a dinner for just the five of us at her favorite fondue restaurant 3 days before the wedding.
a last supper is wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after paying for one of you will betray me. One of you's gonna fuck my husband.
That's epic. Murder mystery last supper
Yeah.
bachelorette party. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
And after paying for a $300 bridesmaid's dress, $80 pair of shoes and matching jewelry, and helping her by offering to pick her up her out-of-town guests at the airport, I also invited them, 3 of her cousins stay at my house instead of them going to a hotel. I think it was a crappy gift. I gave her and the other 3 friends, ladies in our friend group, a Kindle when they were at my wedding. And that's
So?
the end.
So, if I had a Kindle, I'd be like, what am I going to fucking
Reading, that's it. Which I will say, a Kindle I feel like is also a more, in my head, as someone who's been reading more because of the book club, a utilitarian gift. It would be nice to have compared to just reading it on my phone.
I
Like,
already got an iPad.
yeah, that's okay. That's fair. Yeah.
I already got a phone.
But
I don't need it.
all the stuff that was in that survival kit, I could.
I want that.
And that's the thing, because that's what I was worried about reading it. Like, am I just like so poor that I would take all of this in a heartbeat if I
No.
needed it?
No.
But also, I don't think
Everyone
anyone
needs these
Yeah,
things.
you're gonna
That's-
need them eventually.
I was kind of a dope friend, man.
Yeah.
I was awesome.
Like it kind of gives me the vibe of people that are like no cash gifts almost, where it's kind of like. But even then, actually, no, not really, because like, yeah,
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like, I didn't realize. So, okay. So here's the rub, though.
yeah,
Groomsmen's gifts and bridesmaids' gifts are usually like sentimental to commemorate the wedding
yeah,
and like the time of you being there for your friend or something.
yeah,
Like you and 3 of your buds that made it all the way to wedding time
yeah.
all have like I think one of our friends got everybody a watch or something.
Ah, shit. Okay,
You know, they all have the same watch type and they all just have
Okay.
it, you know?
that's cool.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
Or like I don't know, like a teddy bear or like a something. I don't know.
Hmm.
Something nice. And that's it. You're not really expecting a gadget.
yeah.
You're not like, I'm gonna go to a thing
Hey,
and I'm
you
gonna
guys want
iPhone 16s for
Yeah, that's what I was
everybody.
thinking. Like
that's
your Oprah or
not-
something? Like, yeah, no.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't expect. I'm sure some rich motherfuckers probably do that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, or they save a lot to spend on their friends. There are people
Yeah.
like that, but like it's not expected. That's not the culture of it.
Yeah. I
Honestly,
agree with that.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't think I had been to weddings where that was expected. Like in my family growing up, their weddings, it was more just like it's a duty to be there.
Yeah,
the
I get what you
bride.
mean. Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah, it was just like one of those Italian family, Brizzato family. Everyone has to show up.
Yeah.
And then you're there and you're eating the fucking, the fucking almonds. The little almonds with the candy over them. And you're sitting there in this fucking shit and you're eating the shittiest food you've ever tasted in your life. And I'm saying this is me as an 8-year-old doing this, sitting there next to my grandma who's chain smoking. And we're all sitting around and I'm seeing a bunch of fucking strangers run around and they put on a Windows Movie Maker slideshow of my cousin.
Yeah.
Dressed in her anime cosplay.
Awesome, actually. Hell
with
yeah.
her boyfriend at the time, who her parents thought stole her away from them. And we're all supposed to be like, "Aw,
that's cute." Oh,
and we just heard the priest say some homophobic shit.
Man and woman only.
It's not even a gay wedding. It was a straight wedding. He just put it in there. Fuck the gays also at this straight wedding.
Isn't it awesome not being gay, guys? Anyway, I now say I do.
And like the fucking service was like 3 hours for no fucking reason.
Jesus.
Like we're going to real church and a wedding is just tacked on at the end.
Yeah.
Like, that's the wedding. There was just like, it was all a chore. Everyone knew it was a chore going in at the beginning and by the end of it. Nobody was trying to have fun because you weren't going to. The most fun you were going to have was getting jiggy with it on the dance floor after drinking as much alcohol as you could possibly muster.
Cupid shuffle. Yeah.
Doing the electric slide on the dance
yeah.
floor. That was it.
Yeah.
But weddings aren't like that. Weddings are always fun when you go to them now.
Yeah, I get that.
And that isn't just like an 8-year-old
who hated this one specific wedding.
Being at social events versus a 27-year-old who likes to get drunk. That's not the difference. The difference was that was a Catholic wedding. And this is not a Catholic wedding because all my friends are cool.
Yeah. We got a random convention center hotel room for a second and just all...
We just put on some fucking tunes, boy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's
it. Fine. Yeah, that's fair.
One of my friends had crumble cookie at their wedding.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
But us being the assholes were like, how fucking much is it?
We all forgot that he was Cuban until his wedding. Because he's very white passing.
That's true. Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
We forgot he was Latin American and he had a last name that was not white.
Oh, he does. Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it was like, why is his wedding going on so long? And we're looking around and there's like, holy shit, his family's fucking huge. Why are they?
Do you think
they love dancing?
Yeah, they really enjoy it, man.
Oh shit, we're at a fun wedding.
Yeah, we're at a fun wedding.
I forgot. Yeah.
I thought, the last name was a little weird, but I thought it was still Irish. I thought this was just going to be like some sort of...
Somehow. I totally forgot. Holy shit.
Yeah. No, that was a fun wedding. I do agree with that, yeah.
Playing a fucking Bad Bunny or whatever.
Yeah, yes. I do remember that.
What are all these songs in Spanish? Yeah, he came in on a boat.
Yeah.
With all of his groomsmen to the Avengers theme. I forgot about that. That shit was really good.
It was good. Listen, hey, I was quietly laughing when that shit happened.
You gotta admit,
you gotta hand it to him though.
You gotta admit that must have been why they didn't want recording. It's not a meme. This is a memory. This is a memory I'll have forever in my life.
Everyone would have been talking about it on TikTok. Yeah.
If you want everyone at the wedding to remember your shit, come in on a boat.
Come in on a boat, dude.
Come in on a RV, like a 4-wheeler. All road.
Go to the monster truck rally.
Yeah. Don't traumatize your friend.
Get in, what is it?
Do a backflip. Benson Boone your ass to the altar.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Do that instead.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this gift was fair. I think this was a nice gift.
Yeah.
Especially if you're traveling still.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I think this is a good...
I would have hit up that person and been like, hey, do you want to go camping with this shit?
Yeah,
let's all try to go camping with just our...
hike real quick?
Yeah, let's all go on a hike. Let's have a fun time together.
I will say too, also, I do want to give a little bit of also credit, like keeping everything travel sized if you have to
that's pretty epic.
Fly out still. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because it's like, if you are showing up, it's like extra toiletries and stuff. It's
always helpful. Always helpful, I think.
And it's also like, how many times have we been to a wedding and we've gotten the little wedding gift tchotchkes, and they just kind of end
Which
up.
have been nice.
They've all been
They're
nice, but they do end up on our floor.
Yeah.
And then we're like, what the fuck do you have, Rosie? Why are you trying to
Oh.
eat that? Oh, this is from their wedding.
Yeah. I was wondering why we had a rock in here. That's weird. Yeah.
They gave us a fucking rock or whatever. They gave us like a monogrammed
candle,
rock that probably cost $50.
Yeah. We're nice though. At least everyone else threw it into the landfill immediately.
know
We've
it.
kept it
Next
all
to the
right?
wedding.
Yeah,
That was right there. That
Dude,
I would
I
have
will
used
say-
all that shit probably
for sure.
continuously for a couple of months because I don't
At
use
some point,
all
yeah.
that shit a lot.
No, that's fair. Yeah, or at least have it on a trip. The next trip you go on. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
That's nice.
I don't know, man.
It's like, oh yeah, oh, and what an excuse to go on a vacation.
yeah,
That's very nice.
exactly, man.
Sounds fucking.
It was a
epic.
nice gift. I don't think you should have been complaining about this gift.
Dude, nail clippers.
Nail
Everybody
clippers
needs
is
nail
fucking
clippers.
good. Yeah,
That's a great idea.
that's an awesome idea.
Especially if it's just regular nail, like there's not monogrammed with their wedding or anything.
Just like some regular
fucking
ass,
shit
yeah.
from CVS.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
That's awesome.
Because also, yeah, everything in that gift probably did cost like at least $200, like for everybody included.
That's
I
a
mean, you know what I
nice
mean,
gift.
like that's still a good gift. Yeah, I don't know. It's a nice
It's
gift.
cute. Yeah, it's better than the You remember the Tanacon swag bag?
No, I do not.
It's just a bunch of crap, just plastic crap thrown in a
Bunch of
bag.
McDonald's toys. Yeah,
It literally, yeah, it was like that.
Jesus, man,
Just like plastic glasses.
get the fuck out of here! Really?
So stupid.
That's bad.
It
Man.
was awesome. It was honestly kind of baller.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Like you stand in line and get heat stroke, and then you get in there and you get like a bunch of just tchotchkes that came
you get
in
a bunch
from...
of plastic cat toys from a bag at the
so that
Dollar
when you
Tree.
go home and you drop it on your floor, your cats will actually be
enjoy
playing
it. Yeah,
with toys.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, solved it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This one's funny.
Okay.
Am I the... Well, not really. It's kind of sad, but whatever. Am I
Fuck
the...
you.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she's in the same league as men she calls ugly?
Oh, this one, this one's like the most popular one right now.
I
Or
think
like the past
so.
week.
I found it and it's locked. It's already
Awesome.
locked.
Great. Because I will say, this one I was looking at, it's like, let's not start a fight on the internet. But
Why would we fight about this? Honestly, Reddit's pretty 100% about this.
okay, good. Thank
Which
God.
is
Okay.
I was shocked by their response because usually they have a shitty response to stuff like this.
Okay, but this one's good. I fuck
Yeah.
with it. Okay.
My friend, 19 female, downloaded dating apps like Tinder and Hinge for the first time about a week ago. For reference, she's the type that always says she wants a boyfriend, wants to do a couple things, feels lonely, single, etc. She's also, in my opinion at least, a very normal and average looks-wise. Not ugly, not super hot, just all right. Since then, she's been complaining to me that almost all the men there are ugly, short, etc., and that she doesn't match with anybody hot. I asked to see what people she was calling ugly, and so she showed me her likes, and it mostly showed people perfectly in her league, as in moderately attractive guys. I told her that these guys were all in her league and she should give some of them a chance, and she always complains about wanting to be in a relationship. She denied that she's in the same league as them, and said that she's much more attractive than them. I pointed out that in her own words, she doesn't match with any of the guys she does find attractive, so she's not in their league. She said I was an asshole. Am I? Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah, if you're still commenting on someone else's... Done, yeah.
I never got league stuff.
League is very...
It's weird to me. I
Is
don't get it.
Is it just like a neurodivergent thing, do you think? Because it really
No, I
is.
think it's a normal fucking person thing. I think, I mean, it's just regular. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, you're...
Who the fuck? Everybody, I feel like... I can't believe there are people that genuinely think that people are ugly. You know?
I get it a little bit.
I don't think I'm pan. So that's part of it. But also, I just genuinely don't believe that everyone is ugly all the time.
I think it's different to think someone's ugly versus you're not attracted to them. You know what I mean? I think that's fair.
I mean, even like, I don't know, even people that I think are not conventionally attractive, I still don't think they're ugly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think I've ever looked at somebody and been like, that bitch is ugly.
I
Unless
think
it's
using
like an ugly baby. But then it's like the baby's gonna grow into an attractive person.
Probably, yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah.
They're not like you're born ugly and you stay ugly forever. I've never believed in that.
Yeah.
It's just you're not attractive to me.
Yes.
Or, aesthetically pleasing to me, and then somebody else will like you.
Yeah. There's a lot of people on this planet. Someone probably will eventually like you.
Yeah. It's just a really dumb thing to get hung up about.
Yeah. I feel okay. So why was it everyone? Because I think it said everyone was shitty in the tab.
People are saying that she's shitty, I guess, for being a woman.
Book 'em boys. Yeah.
They're saying that he's shitty for calling her ugly.
Which that's definitely fair. Because what is it? What am I thinking? When people call people like numbers, like the out of 10 or something.
Yeah.
I do think that's a little weird in hindsight.
I think that's weird too.
I think it is. Yeah.
I think it's literally, I think that's a binary is like you're attractive to me or you're not attractive to me.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. And it's just, you got to find someone that matches.
Yeah.
Like, and her even complaining, when you have somebody on Tinder and Hinge for the first time, your role as a friend is to listen to them whine about it.
Because
Tinder, everyone does.
Everyone's correct to complain about dating apps. 100%. Yeah.
And this is a couple that met on Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
That shit sucked so much.
Oh, dude.
And it's also like, especially as a woman on a dating app, you're going to get literally every single man in your area.
You're not.
Regardless of, like, I look like this, and I had 250 matches.
Hey, we don't need to brag here, Sarah. We don't need...
And that's matches. In like 3 months of not really being on there sometimes and kind of being on there sometimes.
Yeah.
I
feel that.
And it was enough to make my mom almost faint when she heard, like, I had sucked 250 dicks in 3 months. She was like, oh my God.
In a row?
Like, yeah, in a row. In one long row.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. I was matching with fucking soccer players from fucking Argentina and shit.
Yeah. I would say it is also pretty funny also when you told me that people would say no fat chicks in their bio and then they still match with you.
Yeah, of course they'd match.
Yeah. Like, come on.
And I was like, hey, I'm fat. And they'd be like, I don't care. I want pussy. 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 Like, that's literally all it was. It wasn't even that I'm attractive. It was, and I know this because I met with dudes to have sex with them.
Yeah.
Not to date them, to have sex with them.
Yeah.
And they would stop having sex with me, go on their phone, and just go.
That's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
And coming home from the airport, working a long shift at the airport, I would be on his bed. He's eating his dinner with his back to me. He'd take a phone call. He'd turn around. We would have sex. He would turn around, be like, whatever.
Yeah,
start doing this. And then he'd drive me home only because I didn't have a car. That was it. Not because he's a gentleman.
Yeah, rolling his eyes.
He was not a gentleman.
Fine, I'll drive you.
And I was like, man, I'm hurting myself. That's what I'm doing right now.
This is a form of self-harm. Yeah.
It's definitely a form of self-harm.
That's so funny, man.
So yeah, for sure. She's seeing dudes that she doesn't find attractive, and she's mad that she can't find somebody she's attracted to.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like to me.
I think, and that's a fair and relatively common experience. Yeah.
And like, I don't know, maybe she's being rude by calling them ugly, I think. For sure.
That can be rude.
I don't think anybody of any gender should call anyone ugly, because you're not. I think you can act ugly.
That's fair. Yeah.
I
think, it's mostly, and maybe this is the thing that as you get older, you understand is like, it's more about how people act that you should be caring about as opposed to, I'm not going to say superficial shit, like how someone looks, because I do think it's important to an extent, but
I think if you're a sexual being and like if you're not asexual, or even if you're a sexual being and you're somebody that needs to be attracted to somebody while you're in a relationship, how about that?
Yeah.
Then it matters.
Get it. That's fair. Yeah.
But it's also like, just because you're not attracted to somebody doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them.
Yeah. No.
They're like,
and it doesn't also mean there's something wrong with you. Also, it's just it's an opinion.
Yeah, that's
it. It's
yeah.
you have an opinion on another person's looks, as long as you don't call them ugly to their face for sure, but also just in general. Like,
yeah.
you're not a bad person for thinking someone's unattractive.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I've been thinking about this recently.
Mm.
Like, maybe this is because we're in a privileged position of we've dealt with people online, if that makes sense. In our jobs specifically.
Yeah.
I don't get the constant urge that everyone kind of has to make sure everybody likes them.
I mean, it's insecurity.
It is just, I know it's just insecurity, but I do think it is kind of fascinating that people can't handle the idea of someone not liking them for whatever reason.
I think it is just like, and I don't know if this is true, but maybe the internet affects like people's ability to be confident in themselves.
Yeah.
Because there is like a crutch of, if I post this thing online, I'll get likes, and that it validates me.
Yeah, and I use the number that the likes give me as a
way of when before the internet, you would just be alone.
Yeah,
which is hell.
It is hell. It is hell.
It sucks, but you would have to go through that so that you would, I guess, appreciate being your earnest self and being around people. Because then what would happen after that if you went to a party and you were insecure and you were faking your personality and being at that party, people would innately figure it out and then they wouldn't invite you to parties anymore. And then you would have to be like, why am I not getting invited to parties? And you're kind of forced to have this metamorphosis of your internal world into being a developed person. And then if you didn't do that, you know, I think the bad side of that is we didn't have good mental health. So if you couldn't figure out that for some reason, like, you know, like BPD or whatever, personality disorder, or just, I don't know, some internal trauma or something, then you couldn't really do that, which is kind of fucked up. But I mean, and I do think the internet's good for accessibility for that, for people like that.
Yeah, but I will also say that the internet also sucks in different ways compared to...
Yeah, I think some people use it as a way to get their validation, which I think you shouldn't.
No.
No.
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, which is, it is rich of us to say. For sure.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah. You need to calm down.
But we also deal with it, you know?
No, yeah, that's fair.
Having validation is almost as harmful as not having it, you know?
No, I get it. It's context that matters in that regard, yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy to get a full head and ruin your life. Because you're going to ruin your life if you do get that full of a head and you have that much success. It's very easy to crash out over like 1,000 followers on Instagram or something. Because it's like a drug, yeah.
Yeah.
And I worry about when I see that online with kids and stuff. Like, because, you know, I do art and stuff, so I'll see like art things. It happens a lot there where it'll be like young kids, because it's very accessible to like 12-year-olds and stuff that are into cartoons and art. They'll start drawing and they'll start posting, and then they get into these weird dramas that are kind of made up. Like they did I don't know. Like, they're not making money, but people are calling them out for tracing their artwork. And it's like, you're not selling it, but you're also misrepresenting the art that you made, I guess, because you're tracing. But it's also like, everybody had the little books in school.
Yeah.
Where you would trace it over with tracing paper and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like and if you were a little older, you would zoom out and you would be like, this isn't that big a deal. We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
Yeah.
For internet points.
For Reddit gold, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like if you stay in there and you never grow out of it and you're 35 and you're still doing that, that's when I get worried. I mean, I get worried earlier, but, you know.
Yeah, doubly worried. I get it.
And you just, I don't know, you literally just need to go outside.
Yeah.
And it's what, you know, we do that too. It's physically just get in the car, drive somewhere.
Yeah. Disconnect for a second, yeah.
And you come back and it's like, wow, everything's fine.
I am one with the universe now that I think about it.
Dude, I'm actually seeing that on my bird app right now.
Oh, yeah.
This lady that follows me, apparently she follows a ton of people. She started posting, she was like, it's not okay for you to post zoo birds.
Like birds that would be, like pet birds?
Pet birds. You can't post pet birds and you can't post birds that you found on the internet to this app. This is a scientific app. This is a scientific
Okay.
birding is a scientific
Sorry,
hobby.
I'm thinking of Spider League right now with
Yeah, Spider League, yeah. With what's his face? Oh yeah.
Tim Robinson's, yeah. Dude.
And Brooks Wheelan.
And
Yeah.
Brooks Wheelan, yeah. But I mean,
It's like I get what she's saying.
but also if you're like out and about and you just take a photo of a bird, just take a photo of a bird and share it with people you want to care. You care about showing birds to.
Well, I usually post like a little thing that's like, oh, these birds were playing, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? And she usually likes those. And so I was like, wait, am I not supposed to post like
birds having fun?
my little editorial shit because this is a scientific
This is
thing?
scientific. Well,
Like-
actually, you're documenting the fact that they were playing. Therefore, that is
Spotted
data.
brown grackle don't actually hop around and play, Sarah. So you're false about
Yes.
that. Like, is that
Yeah.
what it is? This is like a 50-year-old
I thought
woman.
we were just having fun here.
Yeah, I just wanted to post about my silly birds that I see when I go to the lake
Yeah.
because I see a lot of birds over there.
YTA, you're having fun at a lake and you see a bird. YTA.
YTA. I don't know, the little bird walked up on the reeds. And
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. So I took a photo and I posted it to the social media bird app.
Yeah. Yes.
And now you're mad at me? Amy? Amy! Why are you mad at me, Amy? And what's funny is you have to post a bird to make a post.
Yeah.
So that post would happen and then it was like, Amy found a yellow finch. It was like a beautiful photo of a yellow finch. But I get it because you need to post a location
Yeah.
also. So it's like if you get it from the internet, where did the bird?
Yeah. No.
You can't fill it with false information.
Yeah. The bird misinformation. Yeah.
The name of my punk band, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Salted,
something, yeah.
asshole, something.
Yeah,
what was the story?
whatever.
I don't even remember.
I don't know. Who cares? I think that you're an asshole automatically if you're 19. I think that was what somebody said. It was like, whatever. It's not no assholes here. You're just 19.
Oh, that's good. Okay. All right, Reddit, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read the title with the intent that the author,
Oh my god.
because there are a lot of all caps.
Oh yay.
My coworker accidentally took credit for my presentation, and now everyone thinks he's a genius. Skull emoji. Should I let him burn or be the bigger person?
Let him burn.
Should I nail him to the cross and like a witch fucking?
Should I nail the King of Christ to a cross?
Should I do a Salem witch trial right now on a guy that took credit for my work? Guys, I just
Or
watched
should
John
I be
Wick.
the bigger person for
Or
question
should
marks?
I be Jesus in this regard?
Am I the Jesus? Fucking being the bigger person for question marks, I've never been less confident that you're gonna be the bigger person. If you
Yeah,
put four
yes.
question marks after that shit, I don't know, fam. I think you're really mad about this.
Yeah.
I don't think you have it in you.
Yeah.
But keep going, Queen.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay,
Mhm.
so this just happened. There was multiple O's. So this
Okay.
just happened last Friday, and I'm still annoyed.
I mean, I would be annoyed.
I get it. Listen,
Yeah.
I, 32 male, have been working on this huge client deck for like 2 weeks straight.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped lunches, stayed late, even canceled a dinner date with my wife, which I regret now. Nose air emoji, whatever that one is.
I mean, yeah, I'd be
I
really
do-
pissed.
I get it.
I
Listen,
get him.
to finish this thing, the presentation was fire, visuals on point, data solid. The whole thing was basically a masterpiece.
Okay.
I send it to my manager. Cool, all good. Then the meeting happens.
Mm-hmm.
And my coworker Ryan, fake name, but whatever.
Fuck
He
Ryan.
knows who he is.
Yeah, fuck you, Ryan.
He knows what he fucking did.
Yeah.
Gets called on to, quote, walk through the deck. I thought he'd just intro it since we're on the same team, but no. This man goes full TED Talk. Like he was the one who built it from scratch, and everyone ate it up.
Okay.
He ends the presentation with, glad I could pull this together so quickly.
Oh my god, fuck you, Ryan. Oh my god, Ryan.
see where we're going.
You gotta light the whole building on fire. That's what you gotta
yeah.
do.
I was literally sitting in the same call, like, you know, the emoji, the eyes
that emoji, like, yeah.
My manager even slagged him after. Great job today. That deck was fire emoji. And this dude had the audacity to react with a fire emoji. Here's the twist, though. When I confronted him after, he goes, "Oh man, I thought you didn't mind. You sent it to the team folder. I figured it was like collaborative."
But you didn't do any work on it, Ryan.
What?
Yeah, Ryan, what are you talking about, man?
I want to punch, censored by the way, him straight in the face.
Punch is censored?
P***NCH.
That's the name of the episode.
P***NCH. Yeah.
Holy shit. That's awesome, dude.
Now, I'm torn between A, letting it go to keep the peace, B, subtly exposing him in the next team meeting, C, printing the deck, highlighting my name in giant font, and leaving it on everyone's desk. Emoji. So, yeah. Should I be the bigger person or let this man crumble under the weight of his lies? Crying emoji, hand emoji. Anyone else have a coworker pull this move? Please tell me I'm not alone in this. For crying emojis.
I feel bad for him.
I do feel bad for this guy. I do feel bad.
I think this sucks, but I think the correct move is to just not help him anymore at work.
Yes, yeah.
Like, just let it, because the weight of being a genius at work is everyone goes to him now.
Yeah, that is true.
And he can't do that because he didn't do it.
Yeah.
So
in reality, you have to just... There's a ticking time bomb now that has been created because this guy...
He's dug his own grave.
Yeah.
He's just...
Which honestly, good for you because you would have dug your own grave because then everyone would have come to your ass.
That's why, I don't know if you ever did this when you had, group presentations in school.
Yeah.
When the teacher would be point to somebody else and be like, "Hey, you read the presentation." I would be like...
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Was usually the one that did a lot of the presentation anyway.
No,
so,
I get it.
It was like, hell yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, and the socially anxious, 13-year-old me would also fucking hates having to do it. So I would appreciate. However, that was when we could all at least take the credit because we were all four of us would be standing in front of the whiteboard,
awkwardly. Yeah,
just hand in
okay,
holding each other, okay, we'll just wait. Okay, all right, thank you, and then bow and leave. Yeah,
this is why frogs are my favorite animal. Yeah,
sharks. Today, I want to explain to you why you should invest $1 million in my frog conservatory. Yeah,
I have this memory. I have to put it on camera because it's early on in my life, and so I'm gonna forget about it when I get dementia inevitably.
Yes,
but okay.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, they taught us all Microsoft 2007.
Oh yeah,
no,
the best one. Yeah,
2007, 2003, or 2004, whatever. Earlier than that.
Okay, XP
probably. Yeah, but it was the one that had PowerPoint. And it was fairly new.
Oh yeah,
PowerPoint was fairly new, and it was whatever. And they were trying to teach us computer skills about how to Google stuff.
Yeah.
Because Google was also quite new at that point.
So they were actually trying to get ahead of it, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, kids, you're gonna be on, the
internet now. This could be awesome
when you grow up," which is real.
It's real.
But they made us all read a book or write a story or something, and then they wanted us to use clip art in PowerPoint presentations to make a little story with little animations.
Nah, that's cute.
It was really cute. So I wrote my grandma told me some story about a frog or something. And I wrote a little story about a frog, and I had frog clip art animations of him hopping around and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I showed it to, for some reason, all of the adults in the school. I don't know why. All of the adults and parents of the kids, I think we're all sitting to watch this. Turn the lights off. Let's have the projector project the PowerPoint presentation onto the thing. And this all feels very nowadays the first movie ever made. kind of
Yeah,
shit. Like there's a big train a coming, and
you have to
everyone was
run
like, "Oh,
away.
shit."
Yeah.
And so then like I read it, and this is elementary school, so I'm like, ha ba 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 ba, and then you press the little button on the
Clicker,
screen to click the animations, and it goes. And I remember one of the adults being like, "How did you do this?"
As like the default, like the word flipping around as it approaches on screen, like frog.
Like you use word art as a kid and you fuck around with it, and then the adults in your life are like, "This is blowing my mind. The words are animated." And I remember like describing the story or whatever. They were like, "No, that's shit. You're a small child. Of course you wrote a shitty ass story about a frog.
Yeah.
How did you make the words move?" I was like, "Oh, PowerPoint." And they were like, "Oh." And that shit, I still think about it. Like, nobody fucking uses PowerPoint anymore. Like, all these motherfuckers are like, can you imagine the first time you see PowerPoint?
Being like,
because a 5-year-old wrote a story about a frog, and you're like, I could use this.
Hey, fucking the narrative real quick.
I could use this for my sales decks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fuck this. How the fuck? I'm going to use this at my job, my big boy job.
Yeah. And then how's fucking Ryan gonna fucking steal this shit from me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying is I deserve money from Microsoft is all I'm saying. Microsoft, send me a new laptop, please.
Thank you. Yeah. Please. Good one with gaming capability. Thank you.
Please. Thank you.
160 frames on Apex. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, fucking I get it. I do get the best answer here is you gotta let him take.
You gotta let him take all the responsibility.
There are bad things that come with being the genius, actually.
Yeah. Well, and I think also if you reveal that, if you do the petty thing and highlight your name and put it on everybody's desk.
First of all, I'm gonna be like, why'd you waste 1,000 pieces of paper?
And everybody's gonna look at you like you're insane.
Yeah. No, but I made it. I made it, just like dropping the papers on the deck. Yeah.
Yeah. Like everyone's gonna be like, okay, this guy's he's gonna set everything on fire if we touch his red stapler. But like, so I think what you have to do, because they might just like the way he talked is the problem.
Yeah, you might have to do a taskmaster where even though you're Alex Horn and you make the tasks, you need a more charming Greg Davies to actually get your ideas out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be that. It might be a Zuckerberg, the other guy.
Getting fucked over, yeah.
Yeah. Situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Andrew Garfielded? Is that what you're saying?
Like, you might get Andrew Garfielded.
You might be Andrew Garfield, yeah. In this,
Winklevoss twins rowing.
Yeah.
Trent Reznor or made the soundtrack. Yeah.
But yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Just know that you got the sauce and he don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he's got a different type of sauce, and you guys need to work together to make the best sauce.
Yeah, you know, try that. And if you really fucking hate him and you think you're gonna kill him and you can't Salieri as Mozart, then
I'll look away.
Then do your own shit, man.
Yeah.
Just speak up next time. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Because usually people like the flavor more than they like the actual proteins of it all. You know what I mean?
You gotta put a little bit of seasoning on the steak, you know?
That's the unfairness of life right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Solved it.
All right. Am I overreacting for asking my husband why he gave his mom my seat at graduation?
Ooh, okay.
My husband, 33 male, and I, 31 female, don't argue much. But this one has me quietly boiling. I graduated with my master's last weekend. I worked full-time, raised our daughter, 2 female, and pulled night classes for 2 years to get here. Each graduate was given 3 guest tickets. I gave mine to my husband, my mom, and my sister. Cool.
Okay.
Day of graduation, I'm walking into the venue with my cap half falling off, and my husband waves me over with his mom next to him. I assumed she somehow got a ticket, maybe from another student. Nope. Later, my sister texts, "Where are you sitting?" I said, "Aren't you there?" And she replied, "I didn't get in. No ticket."
What?
Apparently, he gave my sister's ticket to his mom without telling me.
This is another scorched earth moment. Yeah, this is... Are you fucking kidding me?
Bruh. His excuse? Your mom and sister would have both cried anyway, and my mom's never seen you graduate.
What?
I told him that was disrespectful, and he told me I was being overly sensitive. and quote unquote making a scene.
This is why we need to buy more guns. This is why you need to have a sawed-off at the ready every second of every day.
Making a scene over a seat.
I'll make a fucking scene.
I'll make a scene.
I'll make a scene right now.
I'll make a scene over. Yeah, you haven't seen a scene yet, baby. This shit is gonna be crazy.
This is what. Yeah,
you're not gonna be able to see after I'm done with you. I left dinner early and haven't really spoken to him since. He thinks I'm being cold over something.
Oh, sure, bud.
Over
sure,
something
pal.
quote unquote logistical. But I feel hurt and blindsided. Am I overreacting?
It's like you're getting mad at a Factorio game right now.
Can you
actually.
imagine if we were like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, who fucking cares? It's just getting your master's degree. Like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with this guy, man?
No, not about what he said.
Well, Sarah, have you considered the fact that his mom has never saw her graduate before?
What's so funny is one of the comments is like, yeah, this is just another titty baby. He just needs his mommy with him all the time. She's like, just another titty baby.
Just another titty baby.
What the fuck is that? What is happening? It's just another titty baby. What the fuck? No.
Is it this common that we have a weird ass phrase for it?
Stop doing this.
We had mama's boy. That was fine. That was okay.
This is what can happen to you if you date a mama's boy, is all I'm saying. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's so wild. Being given a specific like instruction and being like,
it's not his.
Fuck that shit. Actually,
it's not his ticket.
It's not his ticket.
It's your graduation. It's your ticket.
It's your tickets. This is enough to.
Yeah, I would.
I'd be out of this relationship for.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I mean, yeah, that too.
No, I wasn't talking about any for fun.
Me neither.
For fun.
Yeah, for fun. I would have fun.
Oh, God.
If I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, fuck that guy. Holy shit. You weren't lying. Earlier you said, I got some...
Why did she leave me?
Earlier you said, I picked some rage baiting once. You weren't fucking lying. Yeah. But also, the dollar signs are very real in my eyes right now. Fuck this guy. I want this guy. This guy sucks, man.
I think logistically, I would Baker Act him. I'd be like, he's not making sense.
He's not. He
doesn't make any sense. He says I'm being logistical.
Yeah,
that doesn't make it. That's not a word.
That's not an adjective that properly describes the situation we're in right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be like, oh yeah, I mean, you want to do this? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Game on.
Motherfucker.
I've been fucking waiting.
Yeah.
In my mind, I live on the battlefield, and now here I am. I have weapons of mass destruction. Let's fucking go.
Shit, man.
Start sending like brochures to nursing homes in your own mail.
Yeah.
Dedicated to him.
Yeah, to him specifically, yeah.
Oh, you don't remember we were talking about that because you forgot.
You've been forgetting, you forgot the tickets.
Forgetting a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You forgot when I told you I wanted my sister to be there, you brought your mom.
Yeah. Like, that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Like, we should get you an appointment.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you need to see a doctor.
I mean, your dad had Alzheimer's too, so
yeah,
I mean,
so that's true, yeah.
Might have just gotten you a little quicker.
Yeah. You know, have you heard of early onset? Like, that can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty rare, but it could happen.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something to do with like
right now.
Yeah, it could be something to do with your spine. You could have a tumor. Like just
start lying.
Psychological warfare.
Yes.
Is what you should do to your husband.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. I'm so crazy.
Honey, don't you remember? That's all that. Honey, don't you remember? You changed your will to give me everything, didn't you?
Yeah, like you put
$1,000, like $100,000 life insurance on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember you shouldn't have been driving.
No, you shouldn't.
And now we're at the hospital now.
Yeah, we should really get your license revoked. You can't drive. Not in your mental state.
So fucking funny, man.
Oh yeah, I called your work and said that you were mentally impaired. So they fired you.
Oops. Thankfully, I have a master's now, so I can actually get a job that actually helps people.
And while I was there, I took a stick of gum, so we can't actually sue them for.
They gave me that was compensation.
That was compensation.
That was
your severance. Here you go.
Yes. Severance?
Don't
The
watch
show?
the TV show.
The Severance. That's
Yeah, so actually when you're in here, you live a different life than when you're outside.
oh, dude. All right. Okay. I got it. All right. Solved it though.
Solved
man.
it.
Damn. I had nothing else to say other than fuck that guy.
Yeah.
My dad
I
told
mean,
me. My
obviously,
mama.
he's
My
such
mama
a-
told me if I don't have something nice to say, don't say it. And by my mom, I mean Babish in today's episode of Ranked with Babish, Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Sorry, I cut you off though.
Oh, no. It's fine.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Would I be the asshole if I give my daughter a outdated name?
This is going to be one that's going to be really hard to get me to give a shit about this, I think.
I, 32 female, am currently 7 months pregnant, and we were told by the doctor that it's going to be a girl. So me and my husband, 33 male, have been thinking of names until we decided on a name we like. We decided to name her Audrey.
Sounds great.
It's outdated, though.
I knew Audrey's growing up.
But they're all dead now.
They're alive.
They're extinct.
Nope.
And when I told everyone that at the baby shower, one of my sisters told me it was a outdated name.
Nope.
And that she'd get bullied for having a name like that.
No.
Which is funny because she wanted to name her daughter Ashley, spelled Ashliegh, pronounced as Ashley before her husband stopped her.
The Ashley of it all.
The Ashley of it, the tragedy of it all.
Yeah, the tragedy. Yeah.
After a while of her making comments about the name, we eventually just kicked her out of the shower, and I blocked her on all social medias when she kept messaging me, telling me to change the name.
There's not enough G's in there.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of G's and H's. You gotta put it in there.
You gotta put them in there. So would I be the asshole if I named my daughter Audrey? No,
it's a
of course
beautiful
not.
name.
That's
It's a great name.
Outdated is a funny adjective for a name that I can think of like 3 people having for sure in my life.
Like, I know people that were in my graduating class that had it.
Plaza, Headburn.
Oh, yeah.
Very common,
Hepburn,
actually.
Yeah. Well, Hepburn's old.
Hepburn. Yeah, okay. Well, never mind. I'm the asshole.
You didn't know Audrey Hepburn was...
I forgot how old she is.
Oh.
I don't fucking know. But yeah, no, it's not that uncommon.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Why?
I think it's a really nice
Honestly, if you try to name your kid Ashley the way that it was spelled in the post, you should not be able to name your kid anything. You should have a state mandated
You're
namer.
so close. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if someone comes up to you and says, like, ew, that baby name's not as good as my baby name, and then you should be able to be like, yeah, I'm not a basic-ass bitch like you. Yeah? Your name is basic as shit. I know like 15 other Ashley.
Yeah. Oh, you thought just by changing the spelling of it'd make you unique?
No.
Doesn't.
Everybody fucking thinks that, you stupid basic bitch.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking thinks that.
You could have just called her Ashley spelled correctly.
I don't want...
And everyone would have been okay with it.
I don't want my kid to grow up and have to pay $200 to change her name to spell it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want her to just like her fucking name.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I just want to do a good job of being a mother. Apparently you don't.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should just be able to... Sorry. This just pisses me off. There's no fucking reason you're starting shit for no
Literally
reason.
no reason. Yeah, that's what I was surprised. Like, the idea also, I hate when people, and I've probably said this multiple times at different points, I hate when people will try to, like, virtue signal being like, no, I'm trying to protect your daughter.
No, yeah.
Like,
You're
your
making
daughter's
shit
gonna
up.
get bullied by me, their aunt. Yeah.
You should really just make it about something else. And this is fucked up. Don't actually do this. All right?
This
but
is not
you should
actual
be
advice.
like, is your husband cheating on you again? What's happening, really, in your life? What's going on in your life that makes you want to start shit with me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Did the CPS get called on you again? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Go to a therapist. Don't
This
go
is
to
not-
my baby shower and fuck my life up.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You're asking to get cut out of the family to the point where, like, if you're blocking your own sister on social media, like, this is the first step of, like, low contact. Like,
No.
yeah.
It's okay to work at a Jamba Juice. Stop worrying about it.
Well,
like,
hey,
it's all right.
listen.
Be a confident person.
Yeah. Life sucks for everybody right now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just find something you like.
Yeah. I don't know. What's going on?
Yeah.
Get on depression meds, honey.
Please.
Take your meds. Don't come to me and say, no, you need to name your daughter Shillelagh. Go home and take your fucking pills. Your
Please.
family needs
Love
you.
of God, yeah.
Holy shit. Like, what's
God,
going on?
Yeah. Over a really common name. That's so stupid.
Are you using drugs again? You should just take all the shit and just be messy. Just throw it in their face.
Exactly. Yeah.
In public, when they say it to everyone. Shout it really loud for everyone involved so they know not to fuck with you next time. Like, be loud, be bigger than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to outdo them. You got to outmaneuver. Yeah. Listen, you got to speak their language. You know what I mean?
You do.
All right? You shouldn't.
What's your goal? Is it to keep the peace? Because then, yeah, obviously don't do that.
Yeah.
But if your goal is this person keeps fucking with me
and I
want them to stop.
The peace has already been disturbed.
The peace is going to be disturbed every time. Go above.
Yeah.
But don't actually do that. That's horrible. And whatever. It'll ruin your life.
Whatever. Oh,
I'm just saying it does work for people like this.
Yeah. Hey.
Every day my mom would pick me up and she would be like, I don't know if we have enough money. And then I would just scream at the top of my lungs. At some point, it was so anxiety inducing every day. She'd be like, I don't know, and are your grades good? And do we have enough bread in the and we did. Like, everything was fine. And so I just started being like, oh, I don't know. Like, just really freaking her out. And then she'd be like, what? You're fucking crazy. And she never did that shit again. Because it was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do every time.
Yeah.
Eventually, she did pick up on it, and she was like, why are you training me like I'm a dog? And I was like, because you react like it. You react to it like a dog.
It's not my problem.
Stop doing bad behavior like a person. Then I'll treat you like a person.
You can actually grow as a person and like learn from your mistakes.
All of these you should not be doing in a regular relationship with a regular, non-abusive human being. However, when you're laying in the mud with the pigs, you can't be clean all the time. All right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta make sure you're the one that has the longer, curvier tail, you know? You gotta...
That's how pigs determine their hierarchy.
It's a tail pissing contest, yeah.
Thank you, Brooklyn. We are tail pissing.
Solved it.
Oh, man.
Nice.
That's fucking insane.
That's wild, man. Such a normal fucking name.
It's so normal.
And you have the audacity to call your kid Ashley with 17 H's and get out of here.
Okay. All right. This is from r/wedding drama.
Okay.
My future sister-in-law insulted me at dinner and my fiance told me to apologize.
Good to know your fiance has your back, you know.
Well, everybody
depends on what happened. Hedging my bets real quick. Yeah, we're not going all in on this.
Yeah, insulting is just something so like, are you gonna eat those peas? Fuck you! Just like...
You think I'm not hungry? I want to eat.
What, you're saying I'm too skinny? I gotta eat peas? No, I just wanted more peas. I like the peas.
Typical. Typical.
That was a funny noise I made. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm engaged to a man I love deeply. My condolences.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you're in this position.
Yeah.
We're getting married in a few months. Everything has been smooth between us except when it comes to his sister. Let's call her Elle from Death Note. From the start, Elle has made it very clear she doesn't like me. She never says anything directly cruel, but always finds a way to make me feel small. Comments like, you're not family yet.
What?
I would call this cruel.
This is cruel.
That is a
very
cruel thing to say.
You'll never be blood.
You will never share our blood.
Yeah. And your kids will be fucking horrid offspring.
It's just like the shit that they would tell you in Skyrim when you walk into the fucking oh my god, what's their name? Brotherhood.
The Dark Brotherhood?
No, the fucking werewolf people.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know their names. Yeah.
I forgot their names. Oh, God. But whatever.
Yeah, I get
the
you.
werewolf people in White Run. They come in, they're like, you're not my brother. It's like, oh, shit.
Jesus,
what the fuck? Or, wow, he's never dated someone like you before, all with a
Shut the
sweet
fuck up.
all with a sweet little smile. I've never responded rudely. I usually just smile and change the subject. But this weekend, during a family dinner, she said something about me, quote unquote, marrying into money and how I should be grateful.
Okay.
I calmly said I didn't think that was appropriate. Later that night, my fiance told me, I know she's out of line, but could you just apologize to keep the peace? She's sensitive.
What? I'm sorry. If you're sensitive, you can't be starting shit.
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying. You shouldn't have told me that.
Listen, if you're going to start shit, you better expect to get hit. And you better be able to dodge a couple punches.
Straight up, it's going to be like Naruto Jiu-Jitsu. I'm going to get in there and poke all of your chakra points.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. What she's
Jesus
sensitive about
Christ,
specifically. So that I know, so I can bring it up.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. I was stunned. I told him I felt hurt, not just by her, but by him asking me to apologize when I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He just said he wants, quote unquote, everything to be smooth until the wedding. I don't know what to do.
Fuck you. This is not smooth.
Yeah, that's true. I've never wanted to be someone who starts family drama, but I also don't want to keep swallowing my pride just to keep other people comfortable. Any advice? How do you handle someone who subtly disrespects you and a partner who sees it but still wants you to, quote unquote, let it go?
That's not a good partner. I'm sorry. This is a shitty position to be in.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
definitely. I said that as a joke at the beginning, but that's
No,
because
it's real.
I read the full post, and I am genuinely sorry you're in this position.
yeah, because
Being deeply in love with him makes it worse.
but also you've now learned a horrible truth about your partner, which is they will prioritize.
They don't have a spine. They're an invertebrate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when other people do something wrong, he's going to make you apologize for
Yeah.
it.
He has the backbone of a single cell amoeba.
Yeah.
And he refuses to. I mean, imagine what it's gonna be like until the wedding. I want everything to be smooth, and then we go nuclear. No,
yeah, what?
I want everything to be smooth until my death. Is what he's trying to tell
Yes,
you.
yeah.
I want you to do everything as possible to make my life perfect until I physically pass away from this realm into the next.
But when I'm dead, hey, go crazy.
Go crazy. Do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
What's that, like maybe 50, 60, 70 years?
No,
That you have to
don't
be
break up with
subservient?
me.
Yeah.
Don't. I wanted to put you on a shelf. Why did she leave me?
That's so, dude,
Yeah.
fucking,
It's very easy to deal with this.
yeah. Yeah, and you did the right thing. You were like, hey, that's
No.
inappropriate. You didn't even say anything bad.
No, you're just like, that's
Hey,
inappropriate.
that's inappropriate. And then she complained at being told that something she did was inappropriate.
She should really be more upset that people have to treat her like she's a kid.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would hurt me.
Yeah. Like, hey,
You know?
guys, just be careful, all right? Don't.
Be careful, we have to tiptoe around her. Like, no, I
Yeah.
don't want that. I want you to be real with me.
I'm an adult. You should
Yeah.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, why are you in this position to have everyone treat you like a kid? I mean, this is crazy, man.
Yeah, no. You shouldn't do this to people because then they end up like this saying rude shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And it's weird to me, and I wonder if this is neurodivergence, but I feel like, why would you do the bad thing in the first place? Like when these types of situations happen where like someone's boundaries are just not there and they just end up being rude all the time because they're comfortable being rude.
Yeah.
I don't have the innate need to like be rude to other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm rude on the show, it's because I don't see anyone as people. Like
when
I'm
I'm
talking
in this
to
chair,
I'm
no
talking
one's
to
real.
a robot, and
Yeah.
you know this persona is different than if I'm just like out and about. If
Yeah.
I get pissed off at somebody or whatever, I don't like somebody, I'm not going to be like "fuck you" out loud because I mean I can just remove myself from the situation.
Yeah.
I will stand up for myself if I need to, but like
yeah.
I don't know. There's no need to be rude in public to somebody,
Yeah.
even if for some reason I don't like them.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is like, where is this hatred of you coming from other than...
Probably, I mean, my first thought was like inheritance or something. If someone's marrying into the family, there's a possibility it might be split up more. Especially since she makes the money comment, is my thought.
Yeah, like that's the other thing too, is like, why are you going to the money well already? You know, like...
And it's, you know, there's that thing where it's like if you have some money and people marry into it, or you
Oh,
think
you're a gold digger.
or
Yeah,
something.
that's it.
Yeah. Plus, also, I didn't know this. I could never give a fuck who my brothers were dating. But apparently, there's like a sister, like, I don't like my brother's girlfriend vibe. sometimes in some families, and I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I don't know either. That's just weird.
That's
just let people... if you're able to date anyone you want, you have to understand that people in your family are going to be able to date whoever they want.
Yeah.
You can't have some weird patent on fucking being in a relationship.
Yeah.
Regardless of how many family members are in your family. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think if I ever disliked my brother's girlfriends, it was like because they were kind of mean to me.
Yeah, and I think that's valid. Like, for no reason doesn't make any sense to not like someone.
Yeah.
But, like, if they're being shitty, like, yeah, I think I would also hate them. Yeah.
But it's also probably like, you know, I was a kid and I probably misunderstood. And also they're teenagers, you know? Like, duh.
Yeah. That's fair. They're going to be shitty.
Yeah. In case any of my brother's ex-girlfriends listen to this. And
no,
like,
you were shitty.
Mean to you? No.
You were shitty to me when you were a teenager, and that's how you're going to be the rest of your life.
Yeah. You're not allowed to grow as a human being. No,
I will always remember you as the fucking asshole you are, and you'll never be able to escape or run from it. So fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't know. Fuck this. Don't do this. Don't capitulate to this absolute monster of a person.
Yeah, if anything, like, she's gonna marry into your family, and now you're just showing that your family dynamic is let's all tiptoe around our shitty sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fun and cool. It sounds like something everybody wants to join.
And you should really enjoy for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Woo.
God.
Yay.
Fucking not the asshole, dude.
Not the asshole.
Solved it, man.
Yeah.
Only 3 more stories. We're killing it.
Let's go.
Speed running stories today.
Yeah, and our mic is working the whole time.
Or is it?
Whoa! Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today I fucked up forgetting that elevators aren't private.
Okay.
For the last 2 fucking years.
All right, bud.
I've been going into office 3 days a week. Each of those days started with me stepping into an elevator to the 14th floor and ended with me coming off the elevator at the 1st floor. Like a building. In between, there are countless times where I'd use the elevator for lunch or whatever occasion I need to step out for. Without fail, every time I've ever been in the elevator alone, I do some goofy shit because it's my own personal space. Sometimes I dance to whatever song is playing in my earbuds. If it's Lil Wayne, I'll do throwing money gestures. If it's Benson Boone, I do an air guitar and sing out loud. Imagine the high note of Please and Beautiful Things. 2 years I've been doing goofy shit like this, including throwing it back and catching myself doing it and laughing out loud saying, bro, I'm actually stupid as fuck. Today, I walked towards the elevators like usual and found myself alone in it once again. So I looked at the elevator's mirror and started posing like I'm in a bodybuilding contest. Started yelling out, look at you. Yeah, big man on the scene. Grunt. Pose switch. Another grunt. The muscle. The coming emoji. The coming face emoji. I don't know what to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grunt. The definition. Mind blown emoji. Then the elevator doors opened, so I gave myself the finger guns in the mirror as I regained my composure before I conducted myself professionally as I walked into the office. I know you're already judging. I would never do this in public, but genuinely speaking, these little moments brighten up my day sometimes because I get to act a fool.
Yeah.
I live my day-to-day life pretty restrained, and this is one way for me to ease up the tension a little bit. Outside of that elevator, I swear to God you would never expect this from me. I'm so stuck up at work and know the corporate lingo to a fault. I'm the guy who talks about action items, meeting agendas, and product life cycles. I greet everyone with a good morning and a have a wonderful night, including security.
Yeah.
Well, today, as I left the office a bit earlier than usual, the security clerk spotted me walking towards the exit from a distance, and I shit you not, he yelled out word for word, big man on campus. The way my face flushed. I said, pardon me? He said, oh, sorry, I was talking to my colleague. Oh, have a good night. Gives me finger guns. Bro, they can fire my ass. I don't give a fuck. I am never working from office again until he retires, at least.
No, he's your friend now.
Yeah, you guys are friends now.
You get made a friend.
TLDR, forgot about elevator cameras and acted like a goofball for 2 years while security was eating popcorn.
He was probably like, thank God this guy makes my day better.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, this guy's having fun. Like, hell yeah, I get to watch. These are my shows.
Yeah.
What goofy shit is he going to do?
It's my stories. Let's go.
Yeah, like you're not doing anything bad in the elevator. Yeah, like it could have been like what? Or, you're jerking off in the elevator? Like, what do you think? Like, that's actually bad. You should go to jail. Like,
dude, horror movie idea. Fucking he records all of these and puts them on a VHS tapes that he keeps in his house and watches them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And he's obsessed with you. And you just get an email one day that's just like, I know what you did in the elevator.
Cameraman coming soon to Shudder.
And like your fucking your webcam lights up and you're like, oh fuck. Oh
yeah.
Jesus.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, it's like you're just doing something fun, man.
Yeah,
it's
you're
not really
fun.
Yeah. Dude, I will say though, I do get it. The idea that like you're doing something goofy to yourself and then someone comes in and like knows that you're doing something goofy. It is like, oh, I don't want to be alive anymore.
Yeah,
this is dead now. Where's my grave? I will lie down in it, please and thank you.
It's better to be goofy than to be completely serious.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially if you have to go to work and be an uptight guy. Like you might as well at some point
That's nice.
have a little bit of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that you're a three-dimensional person.
Yeah, dude, having the fucking get 2 tickets to the gun show, and then the guy at the security office is like, those are some good guns.
I like to headcanon this as the security guy trying to make a joke with him, but getting awkward.
Yeah.
Halfway through and being like, no, talking to my coworker.
But still doing the finger guns to be like, but I know what you did.
It's like in a Hot Rod where he's like, you look really pretty. And she's like, what? He's like, you look really shitty.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like, that's that vibe.
Like, that's better. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. I will say, can we normalize finger guns? Can we?
The gay people have, Joshua.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's no longer Pride Month, so I can't come out.
Yeah, you gotta wait till next year.
I missed it, man. I gotta wait until next year.
Yeah.
Fuck. But yeah, solved it, dude. You didn't really fuck up. You're having fun, man.
No, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Am I overreacting for not clapping when my brother's girlfriend announced my baby name at the gender reveal?
Your baby's name got doxxed by someone? Yeah, I wouldn't clap either. What are you talking about?
The most fucking Twitch streamer-ass speak in response to a real-world scenario.
Doxing is an actual thing. That's where you have
Face
personal
got mugged
information.
with a yacht behind him. Face was caught glazing net spend with a yacht behind him.
Oh no, the mic hasn't been working this whole time. Oh no. Okay.
We can't do another episode. Okay. I'm 29 female and 21 weeks pregnant with my first child. We've kept the name a secret. My husband and I agreed on Ivy, beautiful.
That's cool.
Early on, and have been referring to her as baby to family.
Yeah.
Last weekend, my mom threw a gender reveal party and invited my extended family and my younger brother's girlfriend. They've been dating 5 months.
You're okay.
Wild.
That's
do.
yeah. This
For
is
only knowing these motherfuckers.
Yeah, only 5 goddamn months on how many years of living, like, and you're gonna
like this
pull some
baby's
shit.
older than you.
In the family, yeah.
Yeah. After the it's a girl part, my mom starts bringing out cupcakes, and my brother's girlfriend, 24 female, aka too goddamn old for this fucking shit, loudly says, "Well, I guess we can finally call her Ivy now." This is the funniest part.
Heart would sink. Holy shit.
This is the funniest part. Everyone clapped. Don't believe you now. Don't believe you now. I don't believe you. Why would they clap?
Oh, it's a name? That's crazy.
Like, who the fuck?
Who's
like
clapping? Yeah.
The clapping aliens?
Yeah.
And getting brought back to their mothership?
Dude. Oh, wait, we can't call her Ivy now.
Looking around like, what the fuck? Like the scene in I Saw the TV Glow?
Yeah.
Or just, what is going on?
I probably can't breathe.
I'm dying. Okay. Everyone clapped. I stood there awkwardly. I never told her. I had told my mom in confidence because she was making a quilt with initials. I pulled my mom aside and she brushed it off as, quote unquote, she got excited.
Fuck you. You can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the dog gets excited, pisses on your fucking carpet, and you're like, hey,
It's okay.
God, it's okay. Just a little excited.
Yeah.
No, I gotta clean that shit up still, man. That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Just leave the piss there.
Just leave the piss there.
It's all right. It's his piss.
This is a permanent piss stain, actually. So, yeah, you never
that's
gonna get this
where my
moment
dog
back.
Pissed on the carpet when he got excited. I asked my brother's girlfriend later how she knew, and she said, "Your mom told me. I thought it'd be cute to announce it."
Oh, so yeah, not even a
thought
mistake.
I'd be
It wasn't
cute.
an excitement. It was this is a premeditated murder. This is not manslaughter. This is murder.
Yeah, I didn't cry or yell, but I went home early and ignored texts for the rest of the weekend. My mom says I killed the mood, and my brother says I'm being
It's
possessive.
your baby shower. Like, what?
I don't know. My brother says I'm being possessive over a name. I'm just so frustrated. I wanted to introduce my daughter's name myself. Am I
Yeah.
overreacting?
It's your kid. Yeah, no,
No.
you're not overreacting.
You just found out like everyone in your family is a piece of shit.
And you can't trust them with anything, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got excited.
How you get excited?
No, I wanted to tell everyone. I had
hate
planned
you,
it
and I
out,
wanted
yeah.
to do it. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I know I've only known you for like maybe 4 months, because if they've been dating for 5 months,
I just
they
wanted
probably
to-
only met recently.
Yeah, I just wanted to severely overstep all of
can you
your
fucking
boundaries and just
imagine?
be a fucking loser real quick.
Because it's been 5 months. That's still relatively early in a relationship. First time meeting. Could you imagine?
know, that would be awesome.
That would be
That would be kind of like, what a power move.
weirdly enough. Yeah, it
Kind of weird.
Horseshoe theory of
Yeah.
asshole. Yeah,
Kind
No,
of
not
like
asshole
a
anymore. Yeah,
dominant woman step on me kind of situation. Like, oh, fuck yeah, actually.
yeah.
She means fucking business in this
Apparently,
family.
yeah.
She's the fucking matriarch. I guess I gotta fucking lie down.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
This is some shit that happened in medieval times.
Yeah, I didn't.
She's the next queen. She's now, because she looked me and I blinked first.
yeah.
She's the alpha.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Now Omega verse ass fucking.
Yeah, fuck,
yeah.
I guess. Oh, shit. I thought I was.
Yeah.
Oops.
No, that's crazy, man.
The moon
Why?
goddess
The
told me
moon
now that I'm not the next in line because of that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You missed your shot.
Yeah.
You should be able, if it's your own fucking kid, you're the one who's going through the pain of childbirth.
Yeah.
And yeah, you should be the one who have told everyone the name.
Yeah, she's never holding that baby now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you've lost. Yeah. This kid's never going to have connection with her anymore
No.
because there's never going to be any physical touch. Yeah. No. Yeah. You're not overreacting.
No.
Scorched earth. I think you should print out the baby name and put it on everyone's desk
And highlight it.
and highlight it by
The
me.
family
by me.
desk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the family desk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solved it?
Solved it.
I don't know what else to say, man.
I think you should just be like, I think you should just do like crazy shit like that. It sucks that my brother's never gonna marry you.
That's, yeah, dude, yeah. My brother really never stuck around for more than a year, honestly, so.
Call her by the
He
wrong
gets-
name.
Yeah. It's
Like,
definitely one of
hey,
the old.
Ashley. Oh, Mary.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I just
sorry.
get you two mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I gotta go.
Yeah.
You just don't
Honestly,
explain it.
we should go farther. Oh, wait, he's dating you, right? I thought he was dating Mary right now.
Yeah, because Mary, she was around.
Like last week.
Yeah, like
And like we're
literally
seeing
last
her,
week.
we're seeing her next
Do you
week
know
also.
do you know where Mary is? Yeah.
You guys are a throuple, right? Oh no, you're not. Oh well, that's you. That's
Oh, sorry.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Ruin their lives.
They just ruined their lives.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, now it's all
Yeah.
good. Yeah. All right.
Docs are on social media. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
Committed felony.
Well, again, the name was Docs, therefore give
You can
the
dox her.
address. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hammurabi's code.
Guys,
An eye for an eye.
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it's awesome. That's a difference. I'm not saying you should go out and do it. I'm just saying the fact that it could happen is awesome.
Would be really good.
It would be good
happened.
if it had happened, but I'm
Yeah.
not saying you should do
You
it.
should not do it. In
Those
fact.
are your honor. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. Fuck that. Okay, final story of the night. It's a simple one, thankfully, and I actually mean simple in the sense of like it actually
I believe
is
you
simple.
now. I think
Yeah.
you've learned your lesson.
I've
since
learned
read
my
it on
lesson,
Wiki.
yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for refusing to do yard work in a heat wave?
No, is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna lock in no.
You have been burned before, so I understand your hesitation.
Yeah.
I, female late 20s, still live at home because who can afford to live on their own?
It's very real.
Fair. Anyway, I feel like I do my fair share, but we're currently in a heat wave, and my parents decided it would be the perfect weekend to pressure wash the entire property.
That's so parent-coded, man.
I was out there for probably 5 hours on Saturday and ended up with mild heat exhaustion.
Oof.
I'm also on SSRIs, which I learned recently can cause overheating and dehydration.
Yeah.
After I was done on Saturday, I made it clear that I wasn't feeling well and wouldn't be going out back out on Sunday when it would be 91 degrees. I thought that was understood until my father called me on Sunday furious that I wasn't outside helping him. I told him I already said I can't be out there in the heat again and that he shouldn't be either. He's not usually one to hold a grudge, but he hasn't even looked at me since Sunday. Hasn't even looked at me, yeah.
It's just so funny.
You didn't pressure wash.
I was like, what? We're looking at the shit? You didn't pressure wash. I'm ignoring.
Yeah.
Such a baby.
Oh, you'll do it in the game, but you won't do it in real life, huh?
Yes, it's actually fun in the game because I don't have an annoying ass dad
Telling you.
pressuring me all
you
the
missed a
time.
spot right there. Hey, you should probably.
Why aren't you fucking helping me in this heat?
Why are you using the 40-degree nozzle? That shit sucks. Use the 0-degree 3-tone nozzle. Oh, you haven't unlocked it yet? Why? Because you're bad at the game? Is that why? Oh, you haven't earned enough money? Huh? You should work harder. I know I shouldn't have been out.
I don't know what to say. Okay, go.
I know I should have been out there helping him, but honestly, why did they choose to do this during a heat wave?
Because they're parents. They have the worst timing ever.
Yeah. Am I really that big of an asshole for listening to my body and choosing not to suffer?
No.
Edit 1. I didn't outright refuse to do the work at all. In fact, I offered to do it this coming weekend, but I don't understand why it had to be done in 90+ degree heat. That's my problem. Edit 2. It's 101 today, and he's out there again. Maybe the answer is that he's insane.
Yeah, I think it is.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I will say, because this one was written last week. I think it was during the heat wave that the entire country was United States was just covered in the worst. Like if you go outside, the humidity is going to be so much you can't sweat.
Yeah,
or it won't evaporate off your skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be.
You should print out every article that says that you shouldn't go outside because there's a heat wave and highlight it and put it on his desk.
Yeah, because you should. Yeah. Yes, though. Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, because I mean, I've seen TikToks of people being like, "Hey, if you need air conditioning, go to a library, go to a mall or something, because you're gonna need it."
And I have seen the SSRI thing. I'm not discounting this person's thing, and I'm not discounting the SSRI thing either. I'm just saying I brought it up with my psychiatrist and she was like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Really?
And I see this has popped up just in the past couple of years I've seen.
So maybe it's a new
I've been on SSRI since I was 19, so it's 8 years. I have gotten heat stroke before. So I'm not denying that there probably is some sort of connection. I don't know what the studies are on it. I haven't looked into it that much.
Yeah, because I will say, even when we went to Epic Universe, I feel like you got heat affected by the heat way quicker than I did.
Yeah. And you're not on
an SSRI.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Could be, a lot of things.
It could be. But I will say I see this a lot, and I wonder if this is going to be one of those things in the future where people are going to be like, it can happen, but it is very overblown by the internet.
Ah, okay.
Not necessary because this person did experience heat stroke and heat exhaustion.
And you know what? Heat exhaustion, that shit
is bad.
Bad, yeah.
You don't want to be doing that.
If you get too hot, you could be in the same way that hypothermia is a thing. I don't know why I feel like we take hypothermia more seriously than the idea of
probably because we see
exhaustion.
More from what I understood with hypothermia from my dad, which is way back before they had to look out for the signs of it, because he lived in Michigan, so they would go swim in the lakes all the time, even during the cold and the snow and stuff.
Going in the ice pond or something.
They were fucking crazy, and they would be in there, and then they would come in, and he told a story once about him and his friends when they were very young. They went swimming during the cold. They all came back and they didn't realize that they had hypothermia, and his mom starts freaking out. Everybody get in the bathtub right now. I'm filling it up with hot water to warm you up, you stupid kids. He had to do that, and he talked about it being very serious. So I wonder if it's just like a trauma-based thing.
Or like a regional thing, because I'm thinking about it a
Yeah.
little bit more, because I know up north there's more obviously not heat, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's more likely to be cold, and I think that's the main thing you'd be worried about.
Whereas down here, we're probably like...
We're always worried about heat exhaustion and
Yeah.
heat. Yeah, because that
Yeah.
shit is like...
No, it's a big deal.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like... And I will say, too, that's why I was always surprised at places like... When I worked at the convention center, apparently... sometimes they wouldn't have the AC running during the day, because I think the convention itself would pay for the AC during the day.
Yeah.
So sometimes to save money during setup and prep, they wouldn't have it on. And I just remember like midsummer, like
That's so wild.
some fucking like computer jerk off fucking conference came in, and it was like, I guess they were trying to save as much money as possible,
So
but
they didn't
also
pay for the AC.
yeah. And meanwhile, they needed to set up like a bunch of different meeting rooms and offices with
Yeah.
like the heaviest tables
Which,
on carpet, so you can't even roll the tables in easily.
because like I know a couple years ago they had it so that landlords had to, like, if it was above a certain number outside, like if it was above like 70 something degrees, they needed to make sure people's ACs were working, because it became like critical if it was
Or
above
like uninhabitable, technically.
Yeah,
I
technically
wonder,
it would be
'cause-
classed as uninhabitable.
Because I looked into it for recently in like Florida, and I don't think it's technically a thing. Yeah.
I wonder if they got rid of it,
I
honestly.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because I remember that one time my AC went out and they were just like, "Oh, we'll figure it out on Monday." And like I looked at my lease and it was in there, like they couldn't do that.
Okay, if it's in the lease, then yeah, you can't be.
Yeah.
That's a legal document.
I don't know if it's like a state or a city
or even like a landlord by landlord basis.
Yeah, I think it is like there are certain ways in which you can contest it being uninhabitable. However, I don't know what the
law is. Yeah,
and I don't know if it's changed too, because everything has become more lax with the hyper Republican fascism
policy. Yeah. No, I get it. I don't know, man. Fucking
cool yourself down naturally. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Meanwhile, it's literally impossible to go outside and cool yourself naturally, because your body water won't be able to evaporate to let
Peak
room
male
out.
physique is when you can sweat gallons and gallons and gallons in your.
If you're feeling hot, just pressure wash your body.
Just pressure wash your body. Get up in there in them folds. I saw a guy that was drawing. He's like a cartoonist on TikTok.
Yeah,
and he was drawing your regular Tennessean guy, and he started off by drawing the visor, like the glasses, the wraparound glasses, and by the end of it, he just drew Kenny Powers.
Oh hell yeah!
It was so fucking awesome, and it's just the entire time he's like, "So your regular Tennessean, he's got this visor, right?
Yeah,
and then we're gonna come up here and we're gonna draw the cap, right?"
Yeah.
And then the cap goes up way too high, is what it is. And then he's got this hair back here. We don't know if he's still got that, but it's going on back there. And then he got this ear, and then he's got this big cheek. It's okay. He's big. It's all right.
And it's just a hyper realistic Danny McBride photo from.
It straight up looked like Danny McBride in cartoon form. It was awesome.
Hell yeah. Last thing before I say solved it.
Yeah.
That's off topic. Have you seen the Kenny Powers remix that a guy made? That's apparently at some point in Eastbound and Down, he does like a rap.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
and
no.
It's like, I think it's something that goes like I like butt fucking fine ladies. Do I have to hit a bitch? Well, maybe. Or something like that.
Oh my god.
And it's like some guy actually made a beat with it. I wonder if I can find it real quick. We'll do it afterwards.
Watch it later, yeah.
But yeah, I'll show it to you later.
That
It's
funny.
good shit. Yeah. And the guy's just like on stage, like, just like, yeah, motherfuckers, listen to it. Listen.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's a good shit, man.
Yeah.
Solved it?
Solved it.
That's our show, dude.
That's
We
it.
did. We actually got through, and I think the mics worked.
I think they did.
I don't know. But yeah, Sarah, what do you want to plug?
I am doing Art Fight this year.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put my link in the description down below. But it's That's So Here on Art Fight. THATSOHEERON. I'm doing Friendly Fire, and I'm gonna try to revenge as much as possible. But if I get, because I'm promoting it on this fucking show, if I get a lot of attacks, I'm not gonna revenge everybody. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. Yeah,
I got other stuff to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna prioritize like friendly fire on my friends because we're all Team Crystal
Oh, I feel you.
instead of Team Fossil. So do it.
Hell yeah.
Do it. I got some bears. I got a frog. I got a goop. I got I got a little ant guy. It's a little ant. It's very good stuff.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that'll be in the description down below, and also on Tumblr. It's the same thing. THATSOHERON.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch.
Mhm.
Join us on Tuesday, Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern. We stream for about 3 hours, or if we get rated, I go an extra hour to try and convince people, please stay. Please stay.
Please fucking stay.
But no, that's what happened on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, consider using your Prime sub. That'll help out both of us.
Mhm.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell, and rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
Yeah.
If you want to stay up to date with the podcast, APWSTR Productions on YouTube. A podcast will save this relationship on all podcasting platforms.
Mhm.
Subscribe on whichever one you want. Who cares, man?
Who cares, man?
Fucking download another app and just put it on there and just never listen to it on that app.
Yeah, just download it.
Yeah, just you should have a folder that's
every
podcast for-
episode from every podcasting
Yes.
app. Yeah.
so that way we earn a bunch of revenue that's not rightfully ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, APWSTR on TikTok.
Yep.
A podcast will save this on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, those websites, APWSTR if you want to support. Mutual aid links are down in the description as well as in the link tree and has everything. So if you want to say them real quick or
Yeah, mutual aid down below. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
simple as that. Yeah,
Go look at
look it.
look at it.
But that's our show. Thank you all for watching and sticking through with this.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank God. Thank fucking God
man.
the mics actually work.
I know,
Holy
right? What
shit.
the fuck? We're getting you another mic cable.
Yeah, I think
So-
I hope it's a mic cable. It might be the interface, but let's not.
If it's the interface, we got another interface.
That is true. Yeah.
So I'm not. That's not
too
that
upset.
bad.
Yeah. Ah man.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I will say these stories fucked this week.
These stories had sex
These
with
stories
each other.
had sex this week, so happy accident. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I say that as if we weren't gonna do a podcast this week. Like it would have been.
This
We would have
actually worked out today.
yeah.
Nothing
This was
bad
just our
happened
regular
yet.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.